Right, we're back. Good num num morning again. This is for a real Halloween game. If you've just joined us, the Halloween game we were gonna play, or did play, was Haunted Castle, and we were done in like 40 minutes. Still no volume? I was still setting things up. We good? Blazing Claymore. So I'm probably not going to get that time again, but my best time on the FNG is 14.75, and I have played and beaten this whole game before, including Mile High Club on Veteran, and got 100% and got all the intel and what a thing. So I kind of know what I'm doing. But we'll probably still die a lot. You're welcome to keep a tally on how many deaths, but there's going to be a lot of them.
Good news first. The world's
and let me know how audio is.
We've got a civil war in Russia. Government loyalists against ultra-nationalist rebels.
Yeah.
And 15,000 nukes at stake.
Just another day at the office.
The online servers for this game are still active.
Al-Assad. Currently the second most powerful man
and still in use. Like when I was getting some practice in, I played online and I was like, oh, people still play this online. That's badass.
We've got a new guy joining us today. Fresh out of selection. His name's Soap.
Fill them up with smoke nades, flash nades, knives and shotties. Damn.
Good to see you, mate. Take one of the rifles from the table.
Yep, no worries, guys.
You know the drill. Go to station 1 and aim your rifle down range.
Let me fill out my sensitivity. Yeah, this is good enough.
Lovely. Now, shoot at the targets while firing from the hip. Now aim your rifle down range. Now, shoot each target while aiming down the sights. Now I'm going to block the targets with a sheet of plywood.
Yeah, the console we didn't play online, it was a real streamer. Yeah, I imagine it was a blast.
Plaster and sheet metal. I want you to shoot the targets through the wood. Good. Now I'm going to make the targets pop up one at a time.
Alright, time for the real thing that's going to make this playthrough doable. Constantly tapping L2 will make the game snap lock onto the enemy.
Proper good job, mate. Now go get a sidearm.
Flash and knife shotgun while smoke is masking the entire map. I'll get the pistol.
Good. Now switch to your rifle. Now pull out your sidearm. Remember, switching to your pistol is always faster than reloading. Using your knife is even faster than switching to your pistol. Nice. Your fruit killing skills are remarkable.
Okay, bye guys.
Captain Price wants to see you.
We could go do the obstacle course that's there, but fuck it, we'll be fine. And here he is, the icon, the man, the myth, the legend.
It's the FNG, sir. Go easy on him, sir. It's his first day in the regiment.
Right. What the hell kind of name is Soap, eh?
Such a campaign playthrough as well. Well, it'll be nice to compare and show you how mean Veteran can be at points if you've never done the Veteran run.
To observation. For this test, you'll have to run the cargo ship solo in less than 60 seconds. Gaz holds the current squadron record at 19 seconds. Good luck. Pick up that MP5 and 4 flashbangs. On my go, I want you to rope down to the deck and rush to position 1.
They want you to use this.
After that, you will storm down the stairs to position 2.
Yeah, Gaz squadron record 19.
3 and 4.
Price, he's done it quicker than the captain by a second and a half.
Grab the rope when you're ready.
It'd be so. My parents hate me. Word of advice: the game always says to bring the MP5. Don't. Your pistol's better for this.
Go, go, go! Hit the targets. Position 2. Go. Hit the target. Flashbang through the door. Hit the target. Position 4. Position 5. Go. Hit the target. 6. Go. Flashbang through the door. Hit the target.
Fuck, did I miss one? I'm gonna do this right. Hang on.
Go, go, go. Hit the target.
It's been a while. But I can do it. I'm going to do it. This is the real first Veteran challenge. I need to beat Gaz's record. Fuck, I need to not miss that shot.
Go, go, go! Hit the target!
What?
Go, go, go! Hit the targets! Position 2, go! Hit the targets! Flashbang through the door! Hit the targets!
Oh, my aim is off. Hang on. Hang on, my name is off. Go. Hang on a minute.
Hit the target. Position 2, go. Hit the targets. Flashbang through the door. Position 4, hit the targets. Position 5, go. Hit the targets. Flashbang through the door. 6, go. Hit the target. You missed the target, go back. Final position, go. Sprint to the finish.
Oh, that was terrible. Don't use the pistol. No, I prefer it. I prefer it. It's quicker.
Go, go, go.
You just need to not miss your fucking shots.
Position 2, go. Hit the targets. Flashbang through the door.
I need to stop accidentally catching myself on the second flashbang.
Hit the target.
Fine, I will. To please you, I will use this. Hang on.
Position 2, go.
I swear to God, if I get a better run now, I'm going to be annoyed.
Flashbang through the door. Hit the target. Position 4. Position 5, go. Hit the targets. 6, go. Flashbang through the door. Hit the targets. Sprint to the finish. Final
17.3. I'll take it.
That's a new squadron record, Soap. Not bad at all. Climb up the ladder if you want another go.
No, I'll come over here and finish up. I'll take it. Of course I did better. Because it has more spray radius.
Gentlemen, the cargo ship mission is a go.
Yeah.
Get yourselves sorted out. Wheels up at 0200. Dismissed.
I'm not talking. Shush. Yes, we'll do vet. When I do MW2, it'll be exactly the same. I bring to the pit. I bring the pistol and the Desert Eagle. Usually, I usually don't bring any of the rifles. And Sophie's his code name. His real name, I believe, is John. You know, boring old John.
The package is aboard a medium freighter, Estonian registration number 52775. There is a small crew and a security detail on board.
Now the real tutorial.
Rules of engagement, sir. Crew expendable.
The general rule you need to understand with Veteran in Modern Warfare is that it takes 3 shots to kill you. But Weapon Kick will guarantee that if you take a single shot and you immediately try and fire back, you will die. You need to find cover if the enemy shoots you first. Because Weapon Kick will ensure you miss your next shot, and so then you will die.
10 seconds. Radio check.
If you understand those 2 rules, you tend to do a little bit better.
Lock and load.
Everything else you figure out in the situation.
Weapons free. Bridge secure. Ultra fire. Gas, stay in the berg till we secure the deck. Over. Roger that. Squad on me.
What's this guy's name? Oh, Robin Doe. I was gonna say, for a second I thought it said Robotnik. I was like, saying Private Robotnik. What the fuck?
Last call. Hallway, clear. Sleep tight.
I'm a Ghost Recon junkie. I know my rerun stealth missions and higher difficulties. Fair.
Room quarters clear. Move up.
The only thing is, and this applies more so to World at War than this game,
Forward deck
which is thankful for me playing this instead of World at War. There are some sections in the game where enemies are infinitely respawning until you push forward.
Ready, sir.
And on this difficulty, when you die in 3 bullets, you can see the problem. You have to like push into enemy fire and pray you live, which is far easier said than done.
Weapons free. Roger that. Tango down. Target neutralized.
And it's why some people say, and I to an extent agree, that this game isn't built for Veteran, because some of the sections in it really work against you. I think it's good game design. It is, when it's done right. Also, just hide. Don't shoot after these guys. And there's one particular instance where it is done really well, but there's another particular instance where it's done horribly, and both of them are in this game, and only like 3 or 4 missions away from each other.
Copy, Hammer. All cross, roofing, cover our 6. The rest of you, on me. Roger that.
As I mentioned it in the other stream, that one of the missions I'm not looking forward to is Heat, because that has a point where you have to push back down a hill. You're like right at the top of a hill and you have to push right down to the street, and it's infinitely respawning enemies, and
On my mark.
you're on a time limit to do it as well. So not only can you not waste time trying to thin out the herd, you just don't have time at all. You have to move, and I was at that mission for ages. But I made sure to practice it a fair bit, so I have a decent idea of how we're going to handle it. I made sure I've actually done before I started streaming this. I've actually done a full veteran playthrough of this game very recently to make sure I feel out what are all the worst sections and what all the things I need to do and learn what I need to do to get past them, so we're not stuck for like at one section for like several hours at a time, or at least if we are, it won't be anywhere near as long.
Hallway clear.
These earlier missions, though, up until we switch to the American, until we switch to the American side of the missions, they're all right. When we switch to Sergeant Paul Jackson, that's like the first mission that's going to be problematic on veterans, so we're kind of okay for a bit.
Flashbang out. Go.
There'll be the odd moment where I'll probably get clipped by something and die, but as a whole, we'll be okay.
Clear. Got you covered. Move up.
Sam says that before death. Also, in this game, there's a trophy for getting 1 kill of every weapon. I'm not going to say where every single weapon in the game is, because you'll be able to find most of them. But there are, not 1, not 2, but 3 one-of-a-kind weapons in the campaign. One of them's in this mission. There's only 1 Desert Eagle in the entire campaign, and it's right here.
Right side.
That's the only Desert Eagle in the entire campaign. So if you're going for that trophy, you need to make sure you secure that one. And then get a kill with it.
Stack up.
Oh, where are they? Oh, they're over here. The next one's not until Warpig, and the last one's not until Game Over.
Go. Clear left.
Which is the last proper mission of the game.
Move.
Because Mile High Club is a bonus. And like I said, I'll give Mile High Club a try when we get there, but that's a try.
Movement right.
Because there is no consistent strategy with that. Because with this one, most of the enemies aren't targeting me, so you can get away with it. As every so many missions... Oh, the Black Sabbath reference. Yeah, there's a lot of references in this game. Every couple of missions, they turn up the AI on the enemies. And when they turn up beyond a certain point, they no longer acknowledge your allies. And they only acknowledge you. When that happens, that's when the difficulty kicks in. Because it doesn't matter what your teammates are doing, the enemies will gun you down, and only you. They will always pick you out of the crowd and want you dead.
Ready. 2 ready.
And I think that transition is around the time you get to the US missions. Or the first US missions. Which, to be fair, there isn't that many of the US missions, for reasons. You stop doing US missions the moment you finish Act 1. If you know, you know, kind of thing. Thankfully, if an enemy gets too close to a teammate, the teammate have like pre-registered kill animations. So sometimes it's actually in your best interest to try and lure the enemy close to your crew, because they will deal with them. That was 1 shot, so we were fine. If it was 2 shots, the whole screen would be entirely bloody, and the third would put us down. Okay, that was an ally. I was like, who's this guy sprinting straight up on me? Is that it? If you pause, your minimap will always tell you there's enemies in the vicinity that are in range. So there is one here, but he's just barely out of range, but they got him anyway.
I'm getting a strong reading, sir.
Alright, this mission's done for combat. It's just, now we've got all these set pieces. But I miss this era of Call of Duty. I really do. I've said it before, there's like, for me, like, there's like an arcade era, and that era ended after Black Ops 2, and like, they were just fun. Now it's like, it feels like it's too focused on being like a realistic military shooter that doesn't really have any fun with itself, and yet it's still not even realistic when you think about it half the time.
So, grab the manifest in the container, move!
Yep.
Alright, everyone topside, double time!
But there's, it's heavily rumoured that Modern Warfare 3 is getting a campaign remaster, and it's done, they're just waiting for it to release. So we're literally just... So this is almost good timing that I'm doing this, because I can do this, I can do MW2 Veteran, which would be even more crawl at points, Like, as a whole, I think MW2 Veteran's not as bad, but it has some really evil points in it as well.
This is Bravo 6.
And in MW3, honestly, it almost gets easier the further you get. Some of the earlier missions are really brutal because of how many gunfights there are, but when it starts getting more story-driven later on, it starts to actually get slightly easier.
Back on your feet, let's go!
You get to hear one of the many remixes of the game's main theme play. That's something else I missed in the series, but they actually had leitmotifs in the theme soundtrack. The entire MW trilogy has this leitmotif that you're kind of listening to pieces now.
Where the hell are you?
Stand by!
And it would play in everything. It would play in the multiplayer matches, it would play in all these single player missions, it would play in Spec Ops when that was added in the later games.
We're running out of time! Come on, let's go!
Keep moving!
Where the hell is he? Jump for it!
There we go, that's one veteran mission done. And we have a lengthy intro cutscene, like a proper intro cutscene that we're going to get, so I'm going to get to put the controller down for a while and speak to you guys. Because we've got to watch a president get assassinated. In broad daylight. But I remember, because this came out in 2007, so I was 8 years old. I remember playing it, like doing the opening mission and just being in. I was like, okay, I'm into this. I wish I could say the same for a lot of other Call of Duties nowadays, but they just don't do that. I finished the first mission and I'm like, okay, that was alright. You know, I don't really feel anything anymore when I play them. Whilst this, you do that mission and you're like, oh, okay, this is cool. So then when it starts slowing down and introducing everything else, you're already in, you're already hooked. That being said, once I eventually do the veteran run of like the main Modern Warfare trilogy, I do want to emphasize that that doesn't for a second mean I'm going to tackle the reboots. Maybe one day I will, but I don't even own MW2, like the new MW2, and I'm in no interest to do so because it's extremely expensive. And I don't want to spend, you know, nearly £70 on something I might not even like. Even if I did really like it, I'd be hesitant to just burn £70 like that. And he gets introduced to, well, you can already hear the echoing voice of one of the 3 central villains of this game, Al-Assad. And then we get to see the second of the 3 significant antagonists, Zakhaev's son. I always forget his name. Look at him, charming fellow. And then the last villain is actually Zakhaev himself, who's the main big bad behind everything that's happening. Spoilers? I don't know if that's spoilers. It's like, you know, this game going 2007. It's like, is that spoilers? No. I think this is the first time I've watched this in ages. I usually just skip this when I'm returning to this game. Or if I'm doing a brand new file, I go and do something whilst this plays out, because you're literally just seeing the state of the world sort of thing. Seeing a whole town fall into ruins. Because of bad guys doing bad guy things. Collusion breed. Oh Jesus! Some of the dialogue. I haven't really paid attention to this. I know it's a bit bad because I just said, you know, like the last mission was one that got me invested, and now I'm saying, hey, I don't really ever pay attention to this one. It's because I've seen it enough times. I get what they're going for. I get what the picture is, so I just kind of zoned it out. So nowadays I don't think about it. But this is the end of what the game considers the prologue. After this, we enter Act 1. Which is another thing I kind of miss. in the modern Call of Duties, there's usually like 8 to 10 missions, and it's just those 8 to 10 missions. Whilst it used to be like split, they used to be like 15 odd missions, and they'd be split into acts. And I liked that. They had like an actual Act 1 that had a conclusion, an Act 2 that had a start, middle, and conclusion, and an Act 3 that did the same. So this prologue is introducing the villains. Act 1 is pretty much entirely just hunting down Al-Assad. Act 2 is setting up Zakhaev and hunting down his son, and then Act 3 is actually getting Zakhaev. Just in the same vein, MW2 Act 1 is learning. It's like getting your feet wet and then learning about Makarov. Act 2 is thinking you're hunting Makarov, but in reality you're all just pawns of Shepard's game. And then Act 3 is chasing Shepard after it's been revealed how much of a scumbag he actually is. And then I suppose Modern Warfare 3 is just Act 1 Makarov, Act 2 Makarov, Act 3 and Makarov. My only hope, and I can almost guarantee they won't, if they are doing a remaster of MW3, please for the love of God at least include the Spec Ops. The MW2 remaster not including its Spec Ops felt like such a missed opportunity. Like, if you're not going to not giving us the multiplayer is one thing, but not even the Spec Ops as well, like, come on, you know? Like, the Spec Ops, you could at least throw us a bone with that. And MW3, I loved the Spec Ops, mostly the Spec Ops Survival, but I loved it, and I think it'd be a real waste to not bring that back. Also, that evil bald guy there with the one arm holding the Desert Eagle, he's Zakhaev. And there goes the prologue. As we were playing as, well, seeing it through the eyes of like the president. Yeah, President
executed President Al-Falani on national
Al-Falani. Okay, I waited until they said it because I didn't want to mispronounce it.
And it's too late to do anything for Al-Falani. But in less than 3 hours, codename Nikolai will be executed.
But now on to Act 1 and the first
Nikolai
proper
is our
SAS
informant
mission.
in the ultra-nationalist camp. He supplied the intel on the cargo ship operation.
Our undercover man, Nikolai, needs to be saved.
Nikolai's in hell right now. We're gonna walk him out.
We play Army of 2. I've only ever played the original one, and to be fair, I really enjoyed it. I never played 40 Days and whatever the third one was.
The Loyalists are expecting us half a click to the north. Move out.
Loyalists, eh? Are those the good Russians or the bad Russians?
Well, they won't shoot us on sight, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, well, that's good enough.
Army 2 is so cool. Yeah, I really liked it.
Enemy neutralized.
I don't think this mission's too bad on Veteran either. I say that, they're probably going to get rinsed now to that out loud. But as long as you kind of follow what the game wants you to do, you're pretty much fine in this mission because it's supposed to be mostly a stealth mission. There's only a couple forced encounters. So if you just listen to what like the game tells you to do, or be more accurate, what Captain Price tells you to do, you're fine.
Good work. There should be a few more guard posts up ahead. Kamarov and his men will be waiting for us in a field to the northwest.
I'll get used to that name, Kamarov. He's both our biggest problem and our best friend for various reasons. Oh, this section's a little weird. Gaz is going to tell us to put a claymore down in a specific spot, and the spot is kind of unhelpful.
So, plant some claymores in front of the door, then get their attention.
Have you noticed that no one's come out for the Claymore? Oh, as I say that, okay. We got one to come out at least. But that's what you're supposed to do, but it just always feels so awkward. It's like, okay. I want to try Witcher 3 eventually. See, so cool. Second place because we can't advance Warfire 2. I played a bit of Witcher 3, and it's not that it was bad or I didn't like it. It's more that the game puts so much in front of you to do that I eventually just kind of burnt out, and I didn't even finish it. Because there's so many like unique bounty hunts you can do that start their own quest line. There's so many side quests that lead into more side quests and side activities with extra characters that can affect other things. There's so many like collectible things that can like boost your stats and increase your armory. There's so many random fucking things. Like eventually I was just like, okay, you know what I mean? Like it's great, and if you're into those things and like getting lost in the worlds, you're in for a great time. It's just I got overwhelmed. And so eventually I stepped back, and I was like, I get why people love it, and I'm sure it's fantastic, but it was just too much for me. And it's a good problem to have. Also, here's Gamarov.
Have killed hundreds of civilians in the valley below.
For those kind of games, not the game franchise I've never played. Yeah, and the thing is, Witcher 1, it's a game that's, although it's good on its own, the entire game is really like the epitome of held together by paperclips. Like, if you do anything even remotely unexpected, the game really starts to buckle. Like, it's not glitchy, it's just that things don't quite work the way they're supposed to. So it's actually a game I think deserves that remake, because it's actually, you know, fulfilling the point of it. It's got a good story and good character writing, but its actual, like, gameplay systems really crumble under themselves. So giving it a full remake is actually best case scenario for that game. Don't get me wrong, Witcher 2, has problems as well, but it's a lot less problems than what Witcher 1 had. Anyway, we got this section, we have to do a bit of sniping work for a bit. Your priority is this house. You can focus elsewhere, but this is what you're aiming for. Once Kamarov's men do, like, get to that building, we'll be moving on. There they go.
You didn't say that the helicopters come.
So the helicopters won't arrive until they get there, and then you can push on. And Kamarov's like, oh man, these helicopters weren't expected. You gotta help me with this as well. So we're looking for our informant. Ah, yeah, just help me with this, and then I'll get it. And we'll get it done. And then there's another thing. It's like, oh, just help me with this, and then we'll get it done. And you start to see the picture of why Kamarov's a problem. He's not actually really helping us. He just keeps on telling us he'll help us the whole time we're helping him. And see, even Gaz is already annoyed. Here's one of the forced encounters. Enemies will, like, one of the few forced encounters you have to do in this mission. Just hold up in this building and start picking people off. The game says you can use the noob tube if you want. I mean, it's the campaign, it's not online, so no one's going to cuss you out in Xbox Live Game Chat if you use the noob tube. Because I remember when MW1 first came out and people were playing the online, no one gave a shit about the noob tube. They didn't even put it. There's just like an alternate thing you could try and use on your gun. It was only around the time MW2 came out that, because MW2 was such, like, its online is so much more of a power battle, the grenade launcher felt way too much like free power. There was way too much like freedom of control and freedom of influence on it that you had to work harder to get in other guns. And so that's where it kind of got that, oh, you do that if you just kind of want easy mode, hence it got nicknamed Noob Tube. But I genuinely remember it, when MW1 Waifus came out, no one gave a shit. But I hope that, going back to Witcher, I hope Witcher does kind of find its footing again. I'm not saying that it ever really lost it, but you know what I mean? Like, there's kind of like, I meant more for CD Projekt Red after Cyberpunk's incredibly scuffed launch.
What about our informant? He's running out of time.
that CD kind of find their footing again and restructure their company. Because the biggest reason why it fell apart was crunch. It was the epitome of crunch culture, and it's what resulted in the game just completely crumbling. And they said they've learned their lesson, but then they've also announced like 1 million projects, so who fucking knows? I know a lot of them are I've got like third-party involvement, so there's less stress on them. But I don't know. I'm still concerned. I love it when I play Civ Rev 2, bro. I just go in engineering before Forry. That's the thing. Once you play like enough games, enough matches of it, is there a bunch of like, I hesitate to say sequence break, but like out of order plays that you can really do and get away with? Like doing things in ways that clearly they don't really expect you to progress up, but you can anyway. So I get the gist of the basics, but that's about it. Because also I played enough on the 360 to get the idea, but that was about it. I didn't really play too much. And Civ Rev 1, especially if the game went on for a while, Civ Rev 1 got incredibly fucking laggy. Or especially online. So you had to wait forever to get another turn sometimes.
Follow me to the power station.
Space fight before certain tech several eras behind, so broken and stupid, and it loops back to being glorious and awesome. But I'm glad if you can get something out of it. Then you ways to break the game. What about the mainline Civilization games, or is it more like the Rev games that kind of are a bit more broken and weirdly balanced?
Look, the final assault has already begun. With a little bit
Enough sniping. Where is the informant?
Что ты делаешь? Что с ума сошел?
Where
Что
is he?
The house! The house of the northeast end of the village!
Well, that wasn't so hard.
Northeast, that
Now go and
house.
sit in the corner.
I was looking at that one.
We've got to reach that house before anything happens to the informant. Let's go.
I can look at the compass. It's more, you know, Rev mainline Civ games absurdly long. I remember playing I remember like the one Civ Rev match I played. It was like, I want to say like 40 minutes, and it was just because there was one player in the group that like lived off it, and so fucking decimated us. Which is also, like I said before, probably part of the reason why I ended up not enjoying it. Because he said he was going to go easy on me and help me out because he knew I'd never played it before, because he wanted more people in it. But then the competitive side of him kicked in, and he decided to completely rinse me. And after that, I was just like, well, fuck, I'm just watching everyone else play for the next 30 minutes. Great. And funnily enough, that does wonders to make you not interested. I think if I ever was going to try it, I'd want to do it on like online with like a community of people who can kind of like sugarcoat me into it and be very gentle and bringing me in. With my buds in MC. Yeah, that's it. I've said before, like Minecraft I didn't mind when I was younger, but I became extremely intolerant to it because it was the only thing my friends wanted to play for the longest time. And it felt like it was a job I wasn't getting paid for after a while. It felt like I was on every single day. And because I was one of the more creative, and I don't mind saying this, one of the more creative people of my friends group, if they ever like, oh, we should make this kind of course, or we should have like this kind of challenge, I fucking built them. And so I played the game even more than I wanted to. And so I very quickly became resentful and hateful towards the game and dreaded ever playing it. I wanted to play literally anything fucking else. I want to build stuff like the Ego Sophia in it, but my friends just wanted to dick around. Yeah, that doesn't help as well. I know it was like we were teenagers, and you know, like no one is more toxic than a 13-year-old really. But it's like sometimes I put a lot of effort. Like we had like a main world, I'd build a house, the next time I came in it, there was like a lava in it or something, and it's like that just like, why do I fucking bother? You know? And they would just get laughed off because it's, you know, we were teenagers. And so I wanted to build cool things, but I also didn't because I didn't trust anyone to not wreck it or ruin the moment.
He may still be alive.
I was at one point rebuilding the entirety of Mary Skeletor 1 in Minecraft. That was fun.
So, get ready.
I had like a picture printouts of all the mazes and how they link together and everything, and was building it. That was fun. But that was more because it was therapeutic.
Yeah, do it.
To just kind of work on something that I wanted to do. But the whole time I feel like I had to play Minecraft, the whole time I hated it, which is why, like, I so rarely play it nowadays. Because if I play it in my time, I tend to actually enjoy myself. But that doesn't happen.
These night vision goggles make it too easy.
Sasha.
Oh, where'd you come from? Okay, there's one. Didn't realize there was a guy behind that table. Fuck. That's one. Oh, this is right here? Okay, that's not too bad of a checkpoint.
Do it.
Some of the checkpoints later on are kind of cruel.
Alright, I've cut the power. Go.
Victor!
These night vision goggles make it too easy.
Guy there. Guy in the corner on top of the stairs. Guy behind the fucking table who will just gun me down. There's Nikolai. Is there anyone else? Which I think there is a guy in here. Now we're done. Yeah, now we're done. Okay. First death is just me not checking my corners.
It's him.
Nikolai, are you alright? Can you walk?
Yes, I can still fight. Thank you for getting
And that's
me
why
out
you
of
can't pick up that gun, because it's cutscene.
Big Bird, this is Bravo 6. We have the package. Meet us at LZ1. Over. Bravo 6, this is Big Bird. We're on our way. Out.
Let's go.
Alright, and there goes the last, what I consider very easy veteran mission. Because now we're going to go to the US and start working through them. And like I think the first one's called Charlie Don't Surf. That one's, I guess, not too bad. Did the helicopter land on me? That doesn't count. That doesn't count. The helicopter landed on me. That doesn't count. We're still on one. That doesn't count. There's a reason why it doesn't give you a checkpoint there, because they don't expect you to die there. I need to wait for the game to tell me to hop on the helicopter. What the fuck? I should really leave this on, because I just realised I looked on the playback on YouTube and I was like, wow, this is dark as
Are
shit.
you alright? Can you walk?
But I can kind of see without the night vision goggles on, but jeez.
Big Bird, this is Bravo 6.
Right, this time,
Meet us at LZ1.
wait until the game says approach the helicopter, so I don't get crushed by it or whatever that was.
Let's go.
I'm so scared to approach it, it's like, don't kill me again, don't kill me again. Or do I have to wait for them to get on? I have to wait for them to get on. I have to wait for Price to get on.
Have the Americans already attacked Al-Assad?
No, their invasion begins in a few hours. Why?
The Americans are making mistakes. They will never take Al-Assad alive.
And there's your setup. We're going to leave the SAS for a moment and go to the US Marine Corps. I believe that's what it is. Yeah, USMC. Sergeant Paul Jackson. And the attitude and approach to these missions are very different. And from what I can tell, it's deliberate. They wanted the SAS missions to be like more of the, at the time, new approach, where they were more like espionage missions with more stealth focus and more like controlled gunfights. Whilst the US missions were to be more traditional for like Call of Duty 1, 2 and 3, where they were more focused on just raw gunfight carnage.
Lock and load.
Unfortunately though, I prefer the SAS mission. Even ignoring my bias of being British, I think the US missions are the weaker part of the
Coming
game.
into view.
Copy, Striker 6-4.
Charlie Don't Surf isn't too bad, but
Copy.
The Bog, which I think is the next one, and War Pig especially, just are not fun
Taking fire here.
to me.
Roger that. We've got RPGs down there.
Then this is also where our death count is going to start creeping up. Maybe not so much in this mission, but definitely when we get to Bog, and especially fucking War Pig. Because War Pig, the entire mission is one giant push of infinitely respawning enemies. And so it's all about baby steps, picking your moments, pushing through, and praying it's enough. Oh, this mission also has one of the most annoying optional trophies to get, and I will try and demonstrate amidst all this what you're looking for. There's a trophy for destroying every single TV that has Al-Assad on it in this mission. There's 2 in the target building we're first approaching, there's 2 in the streets, and there's over 50 in the TV studio we go to at the end. But the one in the TV studio, it's a lot more obvious. And then there's 7, I believe, in the final room, which you're on a time limit for, because in the ending cutscene starts the moment you enter the room. Or the ending dialogue. The 2 in the streets are usually the ones people miss. The 2 in this building is not too bad. Wait for them to push first, because they will deal with the enemies for you. But you have to, the game will straight up tell you, yeah, Jackson, take point. You have to be the one that pushes this opening room. There's one team. Oh, fuck. There's one TV. Ow, ow, ow! Alright, there's 2 deaths. So we don't count the crushing of the helicopter, so that's the second. But you see, every time I get hit by a bullet, how much weapon kick there is. That's what I mean by you can't challenge. If they're already shooting at you, you just need to accept backing up. Because you will lose the gunfight if you try and shoot back whilst they're already shooting at you. Oh. There's people in there. And the second TV in this building is also in there. I'm going to cook this grenade for a sec. Hopefully that got him. That didn't sound like I did. That didn't sound like I did. I feel like I can hear voices still. Oh, I did. And I broke the TV, but this is the other TV for this section. Once you've got those 2, you know you're safe for that trophy in this room. On the street, there's a giant road in the middle of the map. There's one... Ow! There's one on each side of it. I think the enemy getting flipped over his shoulder caught my flash grenade. I can hear someone. Okay, we're good.
All call signs. Check the bodies. We need a
now we get the street section. So there's one on this side of the main road, and there's another on the other side of the main road, and they're both kind of tucked away. It's not this, it's a PC.
Heads up. I just got word that Al-Assad is broadcasting half a click east of here at a TV station.
Oh, this gunfight. Okay, there's some enemies about to spawn over here, I believe. Yep. Fuck. And that's why I wasn't looking forward to it. That's why I went, oh, this gunfight. Because I was like, you don't really have a place to hide.
Here at the TV station. We're gonna move out on foot and take down the package there. Move out.
Because this is in the way, so you can't really use it as good cover. You have to back way up to be able to see the enemies. And there's enemies over here, so you have to be... You're not safe in this spot. I'm just going to back up. I'm not going to try and throw that. Oh, that's not an explosive barrel. But this area is also... I don't think it's entirely infinite. It's like pseudo-infinite. They will keep respawning for a set amount, so you do have to push a little yourself eventually. Nice. Oh my god. So there's immediately another guy here. It's like we probably just killed one. That's what I mean. It's like it's pseudo-infinite. This game is so, and this applies to a lot of the older Call of Duties, the game has a love affair of throwing grenades at every single fucking opportunity. Like, the enemies have an infinite amount of grenades that they will just keep on throwing. And the main road I was talking about is this. At the end of this here, there's a big, big road that's just kind of on its own. So there's a TV on this side of it, and there's a TV on the other side of it. That's what I mean. On this side, you're looking for an open door, I believe. I think it's actually there. No, that door's closed, so not that door. It's not up here, I don't believe. The other one is. The other one's on like a rooftop. It's like on that building. Actually, I think you can kind of see it. I think it's actually that TV. Oh, here it is. Here's the building. I'm so glad he went to melee, because if he just shot a third time, that would have been it. There it is. And there's also a shit ton of weaponry in here, so you can kind of change your stuff if you want to. Take this, because it might actually be helpful.
Suppressing fire! Second floor!
Ow, ow, fuck. Back up, back up, back up. Who's back there?
Check your fire! Friendly's at your 6!
Ooh, shit. Well, we got a checkpoint, so I've got that checkpoint confidence. I might just book it when my health gets back and see if I can get to safety.
Heads up! Friendly's at your 6!
Yeah, I heard you the first time, Marine. Okay, we made it. I'll put your head down and book it. That works. It doesn't always work. Sometimes you just get railed immediately. Oh, I see you. Ow. Fuck. I got stuck. I was in an awkward corner.
Check your fire! Friendly's at your 6! Alright, let's move out!
Okay, so that is not completely safe enough of a push. I think this is the last TVs for this section's there. I want to get up here. Marine, stop saying that. I get it, it's just if you push ahead, the game's like auto-clicking saying, hey, there are friendlies behind you if you push. Oh, there goes that Marine. Oh, fuck, I was just trying to get up here. I wonder what hit me for it to like do that much damage in a single shot. I wonder if it was a shotgun and it was just close enough range. Oh, back here. Oh, that guy's still alive. I don't know what that private's doing way out front there. He's got a death wish, especially next to that car that's about to explode. Okay, never mind, he's just impervious. He's not though, fuck. Oh, that was just a shadow. I thought it was an enemy right on top. I can hear a grenade rattling around. I want to try and push that stair again, but I have so little faith. I think it was probably him that got me. Good for a flash. there's that TV. Okay, so that's both the TVs in the outside section. So next is just heading to reaching the studio. Which is, we need to make a left. Oh, right, this section. Yeah, alright, fuck. And there's friendlies over there. We got our checkpoint, so we got that checkpoint confidence. I'm just gonna book it.
Target building in sight.
I shouldn't have got away with that, but I did. Here's the TV station.
Good. Get in position to breach. To it.
Breaching!
Go, go, go!
Alright, the TV station kind of sucks in its own thing because there's TV there, TV there. If you're going for all the TVs, you need to be literally checking corners because most of them will be hanging in ceilings like in this kind of space. But I want to show it so then anyone who's following along kind of gets the idea. I mean, if you find the two that are on the street, you're in the right area. And depending that you can do at any difficulty, just like coming in recruit. See, there's one there. There's one there. So there's like 50 plus. And there's one room coming up where there's genuinely loads. And it's really evil because there's loads upon loads. And then there's also a bunch of secret ones as well. And it's like, fucking come on.
Contact! Enemy personnel!
He was blind firing and the motherfucker hit me twice. There's an enemy in this room with us. Oh, that's fair. Sorry, Vask. Ow, fuck. Okay, I just went straight into that. This room coming up. This is the big challenge in both the actual surviving it and trying to get all the TVs. Because there's always one more. Just remember that. There's always another one. Oh fuck, I just ran straight into his line of fire. Basically, there's loads of them. I'm gonna try and clear out this room, and then when the enemies, when our buddies go, that's all of them, then I will go TV hunting. Come on. And this is another room. The enemies are infinitely respawning until you push far enough, which is why I'm so pushing here. Oh, I'm just going to hold circle and pray that I survive. Okay. Oh, fuck it again. There's at least 3 enemies according to the minimap. Oh, there's way more than 3. There's a guy way back there. Okay, room clear. Time to do cleanup. There's a TV there. That's one. I can tell you for a fact that's one. We must have just caught it on the crossfire. That's one as well. There's one. There's that. That one. That one. Check the corners. Alright, and now the real ones. Every single one of these count. Well, I don't know if you have to shoot the ones that aren't active, but I would anyway. Let's be on the safe side. Oh, there's one. So if you can still hear his voice, you're clearly missing one. I can still hear one. It might just be general broadcast, but I'm pretty sure there's another one hidden around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. There's always another one. If you're going for the trophy, even when you think you've got all of them in this room, like double and then triple check. Like check every fucking corner, check every fucking desk. Because it's nothing is more annoying than getting to the end of the mission, it finishing and the trophy just doesn't pop because you missed one somewhere. So the two in the street are the ones that you're most likely to miss because you just have to know there's two in the street. Once you're confident you've got them all, push onwards because there's the final room. There's either 6 or 7. There's none in here, so just push on.
There goes our boys.
Hoorah! Hoorah!
Hold your fire! Friendly's coming out!
No sign of Al-Assad, sir.
All in, Marines.
Oh, he's fucked. Oh no, he moved. Okay, he learned. I think there is actually one more along the way. When we get outside in a second, I'll poke around because I think there is one out in the yonder that you can miss. Oh, there's that one. There's 2 on the way then, because there's that one there. And if I recall...
Watch your 6, Devil Dog.
There's like one maybe out here. I got completely ignored the whole point of this mission. The whole point is that we're trying to capture Al-Assad. And instead I'm just doing his. Okay, I think we have all of them then, because I'm not seeing any more. So it's just in the last room. You have to make sure you nail it. Because you only got so much time to do so before the mission ends.
I think he's in there. I hear him. Do it.
Right. TV there. TV there. Let me in. TV there. TV there. 1, 2, 3. And then at this point the trophy should pop. If it hasn't, you've missed one somewhere along the way.
Yeah. Score 1 for military.
So I've already platinumed the game, so I'm not going to get that trophy pop, obviously. Because I've already done it, but that's just the general idea.
Roger that.
Even though you can hit a 1, it's because of this.
Command, this is Red Dog. TV station secure. No sign of Al-Assad. The broadcast is a recording. Over.
Yeah. Hoorah!
Roger that, Command. Out. Marines, rally up. We got a new assignment. Get your gear and get ready to move out. Let's go.
So you have plenty of time to run around, but you do have a time limit, essentially, to hunt down the last of those TVs when you get in. So just do it immediately. You can backtrack. Like, if you get that and you don't get it, like, if you like destroy the last TV in that room and you don't get the trophy, you can restart checkpoint, turn around, and backtrack a decent stretch, but not the whole mission. So if it is one of the ones in the streets you've missed and tough shit, you have to do the whole mission again. Which is why I'd recommend if you are going for that trophy, do it on, like, recruit. Do it on, like, easy mode. So then the enemies aren't doing anything to you anyway, so you can just kind of steamroll the whole mission to hunt them down.
Lieutenant Vasquez, your unit is shotgun. Over.
But now it's time for this mission. The bog, where we got to get to the war pig tank. And here's the first trouble mission. This is the first we're going to die a bit mission.
Let's go.
There may immediately be a swarm of enemies that are going to pop out here. And as the game insisted, get to cover. As the game just told us, this is another push point. The people in that house will instantly be replaced. You have to push forward. So just do so and kind of pray a little bit when you get down here. Stick the night vision goggles on and get ready to push. There'll be a guy behind this rubble. There he is. Ow. Look at all the laser sights. This is all our squad. Here's a scripted encounter. This guy's about to get like jumped on by a guy. If you want a trophy, wait until that guy actually jumps on private, like I just did there, then kill him, and you'll get a trophy for saving his life. If you preemptively kill him, you won't get the trophy for saving him. So you technically didn't save him. You just defeated an enemy. Fucking hell. That's why you gotta be careful, you die that goddamn quick. So you can just kind of go ahead and preemptively interrupt that, but you won't get the trophy if you do that. You have to wait until he goes for it. Ow, did you just fucking shoot an RPG at me indoors? Are you a psychopath? Alright, let's try this again, but this time a little bit more careful. Fucking Jesus, he nearly got me again. And there's one more guy you need to be wary of. He's like back here, hiding behind this. And the game's going to insist use this to kill all these enemies.
Good job. Be advised, more enemy troops are converging on the tank. Get there ASAP. Roger that. We're working on it. Out.
You don't even have to clear this room. This is just that's not even where we need to go. It's just an extra room you can clear out, or if you're hunting down intel. What you need to do is go all the way back down the stairs, and down the bottom this door is open, and then we get our first relatively difficult part. Because there's a lot of enemies. Doesn't blown up. Imagine taking 2 explosives and not even doing the luxury of blowing up yourself. What's the cars made out of? There's an enemy there. Oh, yep. I'm trying to flank a little bit. So I can try and clear these guys out quicker. But eventually tanks are going to start appearing and you need to go get a javelin. But that tends to happen around about the time you check upstairs. In actuality, I'm going to try and do that now. Ow, fuck. Oh, way up there. How did he win that? Oh, okay, it was back here. Ooh, it's disgusting. Ow! Why have so many of them got RPGs? They just, ow, fuck, are they just giving them out for free? I'm gonna keep on aiming here just in case anyone goes. Ooh. Ooh! Ow, ow! I nearly joined them. Have a flash. Look, 2 grenades and it's not blown up yet. I'm gonna wait for it to blow up because that will kill us. Just in case there's someone in that corner. Oh shit. Oh, no, teammate. Oh, fucking have it back. I need to get upstairs. Also, like a checkpoint, which would be nice. I think there's someone hiding there. Alright, now my whole squad's in this room. I'm letting the overpass. There's a checkpoint. Alright, now I've got a bit more confidence. Back up. Yeah. Eventually tanks are going to get involved. In that case, we have to take a very bold...
UAV recon spotted.
There we go.
Headed this way.
Private West is going to die too soon. Yeah, Private West is down. Could get the javelin.
Jackson, pick up the javelin so you can take out those tanks.
Hit those vehicles at the far end of the bridge. Hurry!
One. And I'm going to try and sprint to the other side without just getting rinsed. So I've got some room to breathe to aim at these ones. No, not from fire. Oh, I was going to get caught in that corner, I see. Where's the last one? There we go, there's all the tanks. If you're trying to not use a guide to find all the pieces of intel this game's collectible, one of the easiest to miss is in this section. Because it was one of the last ones I was missing. As you cut through here, hug a left as much as you can, and it's literally here. But now it's time for the section of why I was dreading it. This section is the epitome of what I was talking about. This is infinite enemies until you push. You need to get into the back left corner, way over there, because there is an anti-air machine in use, but there are infinitely respawning enemies. Additionally, your routing is limited. If you try and sprint across this in any difficulty, this tank gets attacked and blown up. You have to push sideways to this area over here. The game tells you you have to take the side path and discourages you having more enemies that way. If you're playing on Recruit, you might just try and flip across and then learn the hard way. Because these are infinite respawning, we've got a lot of trouble on our hand. Oh my god. They also throw a million grenades, so have fun with that. So eventually you've just got to push, because these enemies are going to keep on being replaced. When you get close enough to a spawn point, then obviously they will stop spawning to kind of keep the illusion up, but you've just got to be aware of it. Because now that this respawn point is no longer active because we're too close to it. I came in probably too early. There's a lot of fucking trouble here, and no real safety. You know, I'm gonna hide in their spawn room, fuck it.
Contact to the east and more flanking to the south. Hold the perimeter. Bravo 6, be advised. More hostiles assembling to the west of your position.
Oh, there's a checkpoint. They're good. They're
Charlie, Bravo 6. Requesting air support for fire mission. Over. Negative, Bravo 6. There's an enemy ZPU to the south of your position. Until you take it out, we cannot risk sending in any more choppers. Over.
The anti-air thing's over there.
Find that CPU and take it out so we can get some air support. Lopez Gaines, cover him. All right, let's move out. Secure the western approach. Move.
Final push. Enemies will keep on respawning in that building until you get in there. So you have to decide how thinned out and safe you feel before you make that push. Because if you pick it wrong, you die immediately. There was also enemies on the roof that I just didn't spot, so that was doomed from the start.
Perimeter. Bravo 6, be advised. More hostiles assembling to the west of your position. Over. 2 Charlie Bravo 6, requesting air support for fire mission. Over. Negative Bravo 6. There's an enemy CPU to the south of your position. Until you take it out, we cannot risk sending in any more choppers. Over. Jackson, find that CPU and take it out so we can get some air support. Lopez Gaines, cover him. All right, let's move out. Secure the western approach. Move.
Yeah, now I know those two are on the roof, so I'll just make sure to get them out the way first. Fuck it. Oh, we got a checkpoint. So it doesn't matter if I get... Ow, fuck. Oh, come on. I was hoping I'd get him through the wall. But we just got the checkpoint, so we're fine. We managed to not suffer too bad with this section. Oh, the checkpoint's outside. No, get me in. Ow! That was a shotgun! No wonder the fight ended so quick. Aha! So I'm trying to bait him the move. Ow, there was another guy? Oh, come on! Oh, actually, I think one of them didn't die. I think he was, like, hobbling. Okay, we're done. We're done. We're good. Was it? We're not technically done. There's one more thing we need to reach, but that's the hardest part of it.
Jackson, I've got air support on the way, but
the next bit is just keep your head down and fucking run. Because you need to activate a flare, and it's like dead opposite, so just keep behind these barrels and fucking run. There we go, we got it. Okay, we're done. Because now that flare will be shot, the helicopter will come and clear the rest out. You got this far, you survived. Congratulations. And yes, we are still on veteran. You can see in the top right under the bog name mission. In case you're looking at this, like, how did he do it so quick? Ow, fuck. I need to actually find him a better height though for a second. For the US missions now. We've still got arguably 2, arguably 3 left, depending on who you ask, if they count Aftermath or not.
Roger that. They're on the way. Good work. Out.
We got War Pig. I forget what the other one's called. And then Aftermath. But War Pig is the last real threat in Act 1.
Listen up. We don't have much time to get this tank out of here. We'll take up defensive positions around the bog, here, here, and here, and buy the engineers some time to get the tank moving. Hoorah!
Because now we get catch back up to the guys who just saved Nikolai. See what Soap, the captain, Gaz, and what they're up to.
We're taking him to the safe house in Hamburg. ETA 0700 hours. Out.
So we begin hunted. Uh-oh.
What the bloody hell is that?
I love that reaction from Captain Price. And missiles coming at them. What the bloody hell is that? He's like, alright, hold on, we'll be fine. Oh, and for most of my life, I've made this mission harder than you're supposed to. I never realized there's a rifle in this opening area you can go find and pick up. I always thought you were stuck with the pistol for like the first half of this mission, because you do. When we get up, we only have a pistol. But no, there is actually a rifle nearby, and I literally, it was only very recently I discovered it, and I was like, what? It's like over here.
Both pilots are dead, sir.
Bugger.
There it is.
Alright, the extraction point's not far from here. Let's move out.
I've always just gone in with the pistol and picked up enemy enemy weaponry. Oh, for tanks and universities. Because I'd love to give Civ another go. I'm so hesitant that I won't enjoy it because of how little I enjoyed it before. I'd love to give it another go, but I think if I was gonna, I'd want to have a crew of people that like understand like exactly where my headspace is with it, and like just try and help me out a little bit. And help build me up, but at the same time not just giving me a complete freebie. Like, just try and make it so I can see where the challenge is, see what the objective is, while at the same time not immediately getting, like, gunned down by the opposition. Oh, here's another trophy opportunity. These guys are about to start harassing a farmer. If you get in there and start killing them all before the farmer gets shot to death, you get a trophy for saving him. I can review where I crack jokes and observations because this game is so dang ridiculous. That's good, is that this guy, he will get gunned down if you let him. So it's up to you whether you want to blow your cover to save the old man, or let him die to keep your cover.
Alright, let's top these bastards before they kill.
But then Captain Price will also encourage you to do so. So you can leave him and let it happen, but Captain Price will also encourage you. It's like, we should do something about this before he gets killed. But thankfully that's not a bad gunfight, so if you do decide to trigger the optional gunfight, it's fine. You can stealth the major majority of this mission, but understand that I'm not good at that. As much as I love stealth games, I'm not good at first-person stealth because it's hard to figure out. I compromised my identity to save him, yeah. I said Captain Price encourages you to, even if it risks all of your lives. He's like, look, no, we should save the innocent farmer. But like, doing stealth in first person, it's harder to get a good idea of exactly what pixels are covered and what ones aren't for you. But you can stealth this mission until like right near the very end where you're supposed to blow up the helicopter that's above us. So you have to anger it.
The heli's moving away. Let's go.
Not all of it is stealth anyway. We've got a scripted encounter coming up in just a second. When they try and open this, a bunch of enemies are going to see us, so find some cover preemptively. It's also why the game gives you a checkpoint, because you're about to enter a gunfight.
Return fire.
As in, the game rewards you for a trophy if you do save the farmer. I'm going to try and point out what all the trophies are as a motorbike passes by. But I don't remember all of them. Ow, fuck. Like in the first mission of Act 2, there's a secret gun. In all Gilead up, you have to take down the helicopter. Which, don't do it on veteran. I'm telling you right now, do not do it on veterans. It alerts fucking everyone. Even if you somehow manage to do it, you definitely will not live. Well, I'll wait for my health to get back, Price, and then I'm murdering. Fuck it. I'm in.
So, take point and scout ahead for an exit.
And of course, we're the ones told to scout ahead, so be ready for that. Also worth saying, when you're flashed, the game doesn't give you all the information about how close you are to death, because you're flashed. You have no idea where you are. So don't be surprised if you're flashed and suddenly it cuts to the death screen, because at some point you got shot to death, but the game gave you no information because you were flashed.
Well, they're probably regrouping, trying to cut us off somewhere up ahead.
I think it's the last proper scripted encounter, because there's dogs. The dogs will sniff you out immediately, so you can't stealth this. Here they come. Sorry, doggo. Oh god, there's a grenade on me as well. Let me back up. Oh god, there's multiple grenades on me. Get out of here, dog. There's a trophy for using your knife to kill 20 dogs. Do it on recruit and don't do it in this mission. There's a spot later on that's perfect for grinding it if you want to get that trophy. Because it will count, it counts on record, not on save. So if you like knife a dog and immediately die, you still got that 1 point counting towards the trophy. So there's a spot where there's like 4 or 5 dogs, and after like about 10 seconds, it counts as a scripted loss. So if you just like knife as many dogs as you can get away with, the scripted loss will kick in, it will reset you, and then you can just go straight back in on the dogs. And then when the trophy pops, you do it properly. Which I know sounds evil. It sounds like pure evil, but ow! But they're also trying to kill us, so you gotta do what you gotta do. I always sound like such a monster, and I say, yeah, just knife the dogs. Like, oh, because they're trying to get you, so you got to. Might not be a dog person, but I wish no ill will on them. Also, yeah, doing shit like this, finding like really cheeky like corner spots that you can shoot through, but the enemy can't shoot back. Use them. The game won't play fair. These are computers that know exactly where you are at all times, so don't play fair back. If you can get away with doing something you're not supposed to, you can take it all day, every day. I don't think this is infinite respawning, but it certainly fucking feels like it, so I'm gonna push up. This car's didn't. Okay, I think we're safe. I don't think this car's gonna blow. Right, we got a checkpoint. I think we pushed enough.
Hold on, the helicopter's back.
Hold on, the helicopter's back. Like, oh fuck.
It doesn't look like they know where we are. Let's keep it that way.
And now here's Captain Price saying, "Hey, from this point onwards, this is a stealth mission.
Let's press on.
If at any point you get spotted and fail to stealth, the entire rest of that mission from that point onwards is nothing but all the enemies knowing exactly where you are. And I can't stress enough, you will almost definitely get caught eventually. It's just a matter of when."
Hold up. Sentries on the bridge up ahead.
And it's entirely because of this first section that we're about to go to. This. You need to get to that corner. But these guys can and will see you. If you're laying flat on the ground, they have to get a lot closer to see you, but it doesn't change the fact that they can, and sometimes they will spot you for bullshit reasons. Now we've been spotted, technically. Did you see anyone who spotted us? Was anyone looking our way? This is what I mean. So I just kind of say, like, this section could fucking, like, try and stealth it. But the moment you do start the gunfight, understand that everything, including that helicopter, knows where you are, and the helicopter will destroy you in seconds. The helicopter has a chain gun ready and fucking waiting for you and will demolish you. So the second you are caught, you need to keep that in mind and try and find some headroom shelter. And understand that that shelter is going to be your only saving grace for the entire rest of the damn mission. You can kill the gunner on the chain gun, but they will be replaced. It just buys you time.
We're compromised.
Yeah, I'd rather blow the cover on my terms than on theirs. And be left out in the open. That helicopter's back. That's what that shot in my ass just was. That was the helicopter. And our first real overhead cover is not for a little bit, so we've got to be very fucking good. Careful. So you can get the gunner, which only buys you time. They will be replaced, but you get a good like 5 to 7 seconds when no one's on it, where you can push and try and get to some kind of shelter. So it's back. Okay, we have some degree of shelter, and we get our checkpoint. But now we're checkpointed in on court, if that makes sense. Like, if we die, we'll still already be in the we've been caught, and it's all hell's broken out. So you have to keep that in mind as well. Get in here. Try and get in here because this is a full roof, so you actually have shelter from the helicopter. So, ow, fuck. So if it does try and shoot at you, it's not going to be able to get you. Unless you're, like, right next to the window. Whilst in the greenhouse, well, you can see for yourself, it's not entirely safe. If we can entirely secure that greenhouse, there is a checkpoint. But you have to be able to entirely secure it. The game won't just give it to you because you get there. And the reason why they give you that checkpoint is because that checkpoint is the most important checkpoint in this mission. And I wish I was kidding, because it's the hardest chunk of the level is the other side of it. It's not secured yet. There's more enemies either in here or near or close enough by. There's our checkpoint, so this is secure enough. Hide here whilst it shoots. And be gone before it shoots again. Ow. I was going to do that just quicker. If you wait for the text to finish, it will take forever. If you just do that, you'll be back in the action a lot quicker. Stop shooting. There is a guy here. I want to be here before the helicopter goes again, because it will go over there, because it's going to protect the barn, which is down that way. And artificial intelligence universities are dying over here laughing. Jesus. Yeah, you better like make a real big point of showing just how ridiculous it gets in your review, dude, because it sounds absurd. But it sounds fun absurd, you know? So I'm kind of all for it. There's some overhead shelter, by the way, so if you can get out there, you got something. Because you don't want to try and win a fight with this fuck. Oh, other thing to be wary of, when you need to get into that barn, because that's what our objective is going to be. There's 2 enemies in there that are upstairs, and you need to know that they are there, because you won't be checkpointed by just getting in the barn. You'll be checkpointed when you secure it. So, pushing through all this, surviving the raft of the helicopter, finally getting in there, and then just dying to a couple of enemies you weren't aware existed. Didn't make it, goddammit. I didn't time it right. It's absurd, and in my opinion, it's absurd in the best way possible. Yeah, listen, I love that. I love it when it's like, the craziness is genuinely super crazy, but it just ends up circling back around into fun. Ow, fuck, this is supposed to be safe. Oh, Jesus. Ow. Get in here, hug up this wall, the helicopter will move to stop that's in the barn. I think I need to try and get the timer There's like the time reset on my end, aka shoot another gunner down. Because this is the gunner, and I thought, okay, once it stopped shooting, I started running, and we didn't live. I still didn't get him. No, I did. Run. They said there's 2 enemies in here, so watch yourself. There's 1. There's 2. I don't think I got him, so I'm just going to hide here for a sec. I'm still not sure if we got the guy upstairs. We have got a stinger to fight back in, but I need to... Okay, we didn't. Now we have. This be better of...
Captain Price!
What the fuck? I don't think we got the checkpoint. Yeah, use the stinger missile. I don't think we got the checkpoint. I think the helicopter caught us through the side. We fucking didn't, damn you. Damn this game sometimes. But now you see what we gotta do. I just got caught by the helicopter. Once both the enemies are dead, I just gotta hide until the game says otherwise. Might have left it too long. We might get gunned down before we... Okay, no, we're safe. You see what I mean? Like, already the difficulty of the game is really starting to creep up. And the checkpoints are starting to become more scarce. And it's only going to get more vicious. Another mission I'm really not looking forward to, but it's the second from last mission, and in my opinion, the last real challenge of the game, is no fighting in the war room. Because that the entire mission's on a time limit, so you have to keep pushing. I love that mission for the record. I think it's a really fun, like, climactic, like, proper final push, because game over is more cinematic. So it's like the last proper, real, traditional level sort of thing. But it doesn't change the fact that on Veteran, it is a mission. Right, where's that heli? I can hear it. It's like over here, so I don't want to just poke my head out and get rinsed. Like that, Jesus Christ. That's what I mean, it's so awkward to deal with that bitch sometimes. It's why I was so happy when we got in that barn, because I thought we were done. Ow. And sometimes you just get caught by stray shells. Bitch. Ugh. And I want to see how much I can do in this stream, because like I said, I don't know when I'll get back to this. This is more because Haunted Castle we were done in half an hour. And so I needed a backup game, and I was like, well, I did say, and there was interest, so fuck, so here we are. But I'm having fun. I'm immediately reminded why I loved this game when I was younger. Even if Veteran is brutal at times, but it's just... You have to just kind of figure it out and learn it. You bitch. Okay, that helicopter had not properly moved yet. I'm gonna hope it stopped shooting. Ooh, I don't think it had. I thought we got away with that. I don't think it had stopped shooting, but I think we just barely got away. Even though that grenade blows with a wall between us, so we're fine. That's something I do actually very much appreciate. Explosives don't go through walls, even if their textures do. Can I hide? Oh, I was gonna say, can I get in the fireplace and just hide? So the helicopter assumes I'm dead and goes. I don't know where that helicopter is. I'm gonna see if I can bait one of the guys that's in there out. Ow, ow. Captain Price, duck your head. Ow, fuck. Good. Let's fucking hide
Captain
until the
Price,
game gives me a
we've got
checkpoint.
Stinger missiles in the barn.
I used to Greeks to invent gunpowder in 15. Hey, there's the checkpoint in 1500 AD. Jesus. On top of that, there's a trophy that requires you to go to space by 1960 AD. That's kind of cute that there's a trophy for doing that. Alright, now, if the Rudiments have enough trouble, the reason why it checkpoints you here is because you have to bring out this Stinger missile and bring the fucking fight to the helicopter. Can you see the trouble? Can you see the problem?
Captain Price, we've got Stinger missiles in the barn.
So, grab a Stinger and take out that chopper. Move!
You need to, if
Captain
you can get
Price,
that gunner, you've got enough time to aim
missiles in
Stinger.
the barn.
Because you need to shoot 2 shots because the thing's got flares.
Take out that chopper. Move!
What do you mean not enough room to fire? Damn it, that was the perfect opportunity to get a freebie.
Captain Price,
the guy was still
we've got
reloading.
Stinger missiles in the barn.
So, grab a Stinger and take out that chopper. Move!
Bloody hell! It's popping flares! This won't be easy. So, grab another Stinger and fire again. Let's put him to the test.
Oh, I've lost lock on. Don't know where it is. I'm too scared to just poke my head out because I just get rinsed. Oh, there it is. We might have won.
Bloody nice shooting this, so.
Okay, we got him. You can hear it spiraling. Let's see if we can go find it after all the shit it put us through.
Everyone on me. Let's move out.
And there's that section. And now you have an idea of how you're supposed to do that on Veteran. And we lost our pistols, so I'm just going to pick up this. I think we're near-ish the end of this mission, though. I don't think there's much after this. Because, yeah, the AC-130 is now entering our airspace, so we're going to go to the next mission, which is, like, the easiest mission in the campaign. And it's pretty fun, it's pretty chill. And the railroad for basic riding. Yeah, man, how would that even happen, realistically?
100 meters to the southwest of our location. Over.
Danger close. Yep, that's the AC-130 at work. Look at this thing. And that's what we're about to be controlling.
Wow, that's bloody outrageous, mate!
Look at these guys celebrating. Because they've just realised you can't see it in the air because it's way above the clouds.
We're moving now. Out. Come on, let's go.
No, zero goodness for us. That's what makes it so glorious. Yeah, fair. Alright, now time for the AC-130 mission. The Breather. This is one giant breather, so treat it as such. The game's just going to say shoot at this thing, and then you shoot at said thing. And you do it for a couple minutes, well, I say a couple, it's like 10 minutes long, and then it ends. Because you're in control of this giant thing, which has 3 guns, as the game's now introducing to you. A giant doom cannon, a medium-sized explosive launcher, and a smaller-sized explosive machine gun. Death from above.
Wildfire, we are moving up the road towards the town.
Oh, and you can change whether black is hot or white is hot. I prefer it on white is hot because I feel like I can see better. But these flashings are our guys. That's us. But one of me's in there somewhere. If you pay attention to the dialogue, the game will say you need to shoot at this or you need to shoot at that, and then you just do so. Do not shoot at this church, though, because there's civilians in there.
TV, confirm you see the church in the town. We see it. Start the clock. Roger that. We're there. Start talking. You are not authorized to level the church. Do not fire directly on the church. Got a vehicle moving now. One of the vehicles is moving right now. Personnel coming out of the church. We have armed personnel approaching from the church. Request permission to engage. Copy. You are cleared to engage the moving vehicle and any personnel around you see. Affirmative. Crew, you are cleared to engage, but
there's a doom cannon. Watch this go.
Whoa.
Boom!
Damn. Kaboom. Good ready. You got him. Yeah, take him out. Good kill. Good kill. Nail those guys. More enemy personnel.
Just be careful when using the gargantuan explosion that you don't catch like any of your own guys in the process.
Got that guy. Yeah, good kill. I see lots of little pieces down there.
And you can see you can level buildings with this as well if you want to.
Get that person.
So I'm using a shot here because I don't want to catch the church.
Copy. Smoke him. We got a runner here. You got him. That's it. Personnel right there. Yeah, good kill. I see lots of little pieces down there. Clear to engage enemy personnel. Good ready. Tracking. Get that guy. Clean up that.
There's our guys.
We got a moving vehicle here.
So like, be careful because danger close. You don't want to hit one of your men.
Yeah, take him out. They're taking care of the wall.
Wildfire, this is Bravo 6. Be advised, we're passing a large church and continuing towards the main highway. Keep up the fire. Bravo 6 out.
Roger that. Engage anything without a flashing strobe light. Those are all hostiles. Hot damn! Direct hit.
That's close.
Careful,
Okay, we're fine. Yeah, the game had to
Yep,
tell me off
that
though. It's
was
like,
right on
careful, that was close. I was expecting them to start running straight
Got a
through like
vehicle on
that.
the move. Target reset. Cleared to engage all of those.
You do have to lead your shots a little bit, but come on. You'll be fine.
Sweep angle, adjust elevation scan. Try! You gonna get him? Whoa! Copy. Smoke him. Nail those guys. Get that person. Right there. Tracking. Personnel right there.
Apparently they actually brought this back in the new Modern Warfare 2, and if that's the case, it's actually pretty nice. Hopefully it's just as fun as it is in this one.
Get back on those guys. Roger, guy moving.
Oh.
Nail those guys. Yeah, take him out. Rolling in. We got a runner here. Yeah, direct hits right there. Get that person. Clear to engage all of those. Personnel right there. We got a moving vehicle here. Negative, negative. Do not engage. I repeat.
Oh yeah, the game stops you here. It's like, oh, moving vehicle. Whoa, 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 whoa. They're civvies. Wait. So these guys are going to take over the civilian vehicles.
Do not engage any vehicles traveling on the highway. Those are civilians. Ground units are requiring alternate transport at this time. Do not engage any vehicles on the highway unless cleared to do so. Bet that guy's pissed. That's a nice truck. Nah, he's scared shitless.
Fucking Hazy 130 crew, they don't take this seriously at all. Because I guess if you're like this ultimate demon bird in the sky, you're not going to take anything too seriously.
Vehicles with the flashing beacons. Those are friendlies. Heads up. Hostile forces are setting up ambush points along
And they're the
curved road.
civvies, so don't kill them.
Which one's the curved road? Over. Fire control. Do you see the water tower? Over.
It's referring to that water tower.
You see the water tower. You talking about the water tower near the intersection? Roger. That's the one. And next to that water tower is a curved road. Do you see that? Roger that. Track that road into the next village. You should be able to see another water tower in the village further down that road. We're having a bit of trouble acquiring the village. How far up the road is it? Approximately, hang on. It's about 2 clicks along the curved road going away from the highway. Yeah, roger that. We're banking towards the village. Stand by to engage ground targets. We got hostiles setting up along the curved road. Hostiles preparing to ambush along the curved road. They're partially concealed by the trees. Whoa! Someone just fired an RPG.
Right, time to get in then. They just fired an RPG. It's open season.
Take out everything in that village. Armored vehicle right there coming out of the barn. Targets in the village are confirmed as hostile. Cleared to engage. Smoke them.
Alpha, we're under attack. We could use some help here.
Crew, track those smoke trails and take them out at the source. Clear a path for our guys. Personnel on the roof of that U-shaped building. U-shaped building? Roger.
Oh, they mean this.
Structure on the roof. It's the one with the flat roof. Rolling in. Kaboom.
U-shape. Yeah, okay.
Nice.
I guess U-shape. It's enough of a little bump.
Yeah, clear to engage. Okay, you got him. Get back on the other guys. Roger, guy moving. Copy, smoke him.
Imagine being the enemy and be like, hey look, there's literally missiles coming from the sky. Maybe we should hide.
Guy running.
Maybe we should just let these guys go.
Okay, he's moving again. Set scan range. Recalibrate out of
I don't know, I would. I'd just be like, have you seen what's happening to everyone else? No, thank you.
Target reset. Set scan range.
But they're heading for this, and the helicopter's going to come and pick them up about here, so you just need to make sure they can get there.
Roger that, Bravo 6. Crew friendlies are leaving the vehicles and moving on foot towards the LZ.
They're leaving, so they're our friendlies.
On any personnel marked by a flashing strobe. Affirmative. Keep watching for those strobe lights. Those are friendlies. Enemy personnel in the junkyard. Crew, go ahead and smoke them. Man, these guys are going to town. Hot damn! Good kill, good kill. Nail those guys. More enemy personnel. Get that guy. Whoa! Get that person. Kaboom.
But come on, why isn't one of these guys just saying we should hide?
Kaboom.
We should just not. Let's just no.
More enemy personnel. Okay, he's moving again.
There's a fine line between bravery and stupidity, and this is very much on the other side of it by coming out and facing this.
Get that guy. Set scan range. Clear to engage all of those. Right there, tracking. Whoa! Whoa! Clean up that signal. Okay, he's moving again. Get that person.
There's our guys.
Kaboom. Nail those guys by the building. You got them. Yeah, clear to engage. Tracking.
Wildfire, we've reached the LZ, but we're taking fire from all sides. Request fire support on all sides of the LZ. Danger close.
Enemy personnel closing on the LZ from multiple sides. Danger close. Recommend you stick to the 25mm in the vicinity of the LZ. Hot damn! Okay, he's moving again. Alright, you got
Yeah, because danger is super close. It's going to be right there. So it's saying, yeah, use the 25 so you don't catch them in the blast.
Entering the area. Watch your fire. Copy.
Oh, I just barely can't reach. There we go. And there we go, our breather mission's pretty much done. In about 8 minutes looking in the bottom right.
This is gonna be one hell of a highlight reel. Yeah, I heard that. Crew, VIP is secure and in custody. Good job, everyone. Roger that. Returning to base.
And there they are. The SAS crew is safe, and that's it. I believe for the SAS crew for Act 1. We'll see them again in Act 2. Because now we have fucking... we have the mission I was dreading. We have Warpig. So Warpig isn't a long mission. It's the bug that we were in earlier, and one stream. It's just there's infinitely respawning enemies and you have to push through them. And so it turns into a nightmare. My best advice is try and secure it building at a time. Because if you get in a building and the enemies stop becoming infinite for that building, you can clear them out and make it a safety zone. And then you can plot out where you want to go next from there. It's just getting in a building. Additionally, the second of the 3 one-of-a-kind weapons is in this mission. This one is a bit more awkward, and it's the one you're most likely to miss, because no enemy drops it, one of your allies drops it. So you need to have a teammate die. Or, you know, if you're prepared to be cheeky about it, it is possible to kill them without triggering the friendly fire fail state. Because I believe they have M16. Some of your teammates have, I think it's an M16. Like that, he has that gun in his hand. He has the gun. If you're going for all the care kill with one of every gun, he's just died. So go get his gun. These are only in these missions, and they're only dropped by your teammates. So if you're going for all guns, you need to come get this. I'm going to backtrack to this car and pick up the dragon up. Actually, no, I'm going to pick up the saw. The saw will be in our best interest. The enemies are infinitely respawning, so have fucking fun with this. Your objective is that you're pushing the tank from one end of this map to the other. It's just you've got to get there. You can use the tank for cover, but I really wouldn't recommend it because the cover moves, you know? Oh, that's a teammate, sorry.
They're moving in on the right flank!
Said they are infinitely respawning until you make the fucking push, so I have to find the right moment to push in. Which is easier said than done because it only takes a click to kill us. Oh, and they will throw fucking grenades to try and bait you out of spots from time to time. No. Tempting as it is, the RPG is like the worst nightmare to have as a weapon in Veteran because it's so inaccurate and takes so long to use. That's the street we're going to be pushing now. Now it begins. Yeah, the tank's like, yeah, we'll move forward when you clear it out, so you have to push. This building here is the first building I want to try and secure. But it means we have a lot of enemies to try and get through to get there. Fuck. It's just quicker to do that. That teammate went to throw a grenade and then got killed, so he just dropped it in front of him. That's, yeah, exactly what I need. Oh shit! Backing up. Fuck. Guy that... Yeah, you, get out of here. That's what was screwing me over. This isn't the hardest, obviously. It's still only in Act 1, but this is like one of the... This is probably the hardest part of all of Act 1. It's the hardest section. As I said, you just got to secure buildings and push out. And the game will infinitely respawn these guys, so you've got to know when to make the push. You've just got to pay attention. It might be baby steps at times, but you've just got to take it as.
Gunner, 3-story building at 12:30, second floor.
I want to secure that lower floor. I can't secure the whole building right this second, but if I can at least secure this lower floor, that'd be nice. Get in. Let me duck to reload and re-gear. And who knows, the game might be generous enough to throw me a bone and give me a checkpoint. That'd be fucking nice. Yeah, wouldn't that be fucking nice? Like, glaring at the top left corner of my screen, like, hey, checkpoint, where would you want to be now? Oh, Jesus. That's why I threw a flash, because there's an enemy that comes out here and here at the same time. And I was like, I'm not getting killed by that. I remember that trap. There's still another fuck though, so be careful. I don't know if I got him. I'm gonna have to assume I did. I knew it. I was like, I'm sure there's a guy that's just going to be glaring me down up here. But we haven't got a checkpoint yet, so I'm really, really fucking hesitant now. We'd be sent back right back to when we first entered the street if we die at this point. And I want to secure this building. You bitch. I still don't even think we got him. Or maybe we did. Just in case there's someone in there. There is. Flush them out. Okay, this building's clear, so game, if you want to throw me a bone and give me a checkpoint, I'd very much fucking appreciate it. This whole building is safe. This is our security point. So from here... Oh, there it is. Thank goodness. The game eventually understood what I was aiming for. From here, you need to now pick what your next building you're going to aim for to try and clear. The reason why you're doing this is because the street is a death sentence. So just don't. I'm going to aim for this building. So I need to kind of hug the left wall. Ow, ow. Once it's safe to do so, obviously. Oh, I took enough damage that the full damage killed me. I took enough damage from gunfire, the full damage was enough to do it. If I had full health, I would have lived that drop. I need to see where I was getting shot from. What the fuck? What am my squad doing for able to get right behind me like that? Oh nice, now the game needs to give me a throw me a bone and give me another checkpoint. Oh okay, I jumped there way too preempt. There was way much more trouble still in that area. That is the threat of a blind push. You just make the push sometimes. Yeah, there's an entire room full of people. I was never going to get that. I'm going to pick this up so we got another nade. I get hit. Oh! Almost. Oh, that was way too high. Whoops. It's an enter the stratosphere. think the most ironic... I don't know if I even put this earlier and I just didn't spoil it. The most ironic tech to get before basic writing is religion. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, because religion... It's like the gospel of the voice, I guess. Whereas religion has a staying power because of text. And not text in text message, obviously. Text is in writing. Alright, let's try and secure this little building. The actual main prize is actually dead opposite. We want to secure that building over there. Ow. Jesus. Did I not... Did this guy in the corner... I thought I got this guy in the corner. I guess I didn't. Alright, we got another checkpoint, so we are safe in this little spot now. And it's just getting across the road into that building. If we can get that building secured, we're pretty much done, honestly. I said this isn't a long mission at all, it's just what you have to get through is kind of brutal. Fucking, do you mind those two? It's not even dead, get out of here. I'm reaching that kind of fuck it and run point. Going for it. Ah, nearly. I think if I got to the side of that door, I would have been okay. We've got a checkpoint thing, but these stairs are a trap. Look behind you as you go up. I still got caught anyway. But look behind you as you go up, because you are completely fucking exposed and you might not realise you are straight away. Yeah, and there's also 2 exposing points, just to make your life even harder, because that's also exposed. Oh, you decided to come down and join me. Alright, have that. Something. Oh, you bitch, you chased. Of course you did.
Roger, move it. Target acquired. Fire! Up! Target acquired.
Or is the tanks getting involved? Oh, we just got another checkpoint. Is it because this room's clear? My well-placed grenades? Okay. Because next we do need to technically catch that, but we're at the end of the mission, essentially. Because we're basically at this point, we're pushing for that. That's where the plot is. So if you can get to this, you're already straight shot, but you don't even need to go into it. If you can circle around and just get to that point, you're fine. Which is why I say this is like the last real building you need to catch. That was going to be a little bit of a drop. Oh, nearly. Okay, you're supposed to run down here and then shoot round, but you're further back as a result, so there's the trade-off sort of thing. kick. I was trying to say, oh, I'll hip fire and catch a couple of them. Not with that level of kick, we won't. That's on the other side of the wall, I believe, so we should be fine. Good. That's not we have to move. Oh! I nearly got away with it. I was like, oh, I'll just knife this bitch before he spots me. Nope. Oh, damn, now he missed. It's okay. Fuck, never mind. This bitch is running. Ow! Now I'm the bitch. Now I'm the bitch. I was like, look at those. I was about to say, look at those bitches running around up there with a grenade panicking. Did he just throw it back? Oh, he did. Okay, so much for that grenade. Oh, have that back. Ow. You know what? I'm just going to try and do more cleanup on this window first. Oh my god. This is why I said they get grenade heavy as fuck. We're dead. There's 2 grenades in the room with us. They get grenade heavy as hell. They've already thrown grenades in that room. Because they have unlimited, so of course the AI will eventually just say, the AI will eventually realise they can't shoot us from where we are, so we'll just throw grenades instead. So there's an enemy there, why was no one killing him? Oh, I think he threw it. Being shot from a different direction. Please, teammates, do your job. I say, please catch up, do your job. Right, checkpoint, we're safe.
Briggs, keep him pinned down from here. Bravo, head out back and flank him from the right.
Okay, we're here. It needs to be on the other side, damn it. There's a hole in this building somewhere that allows us to get through the other side easily. I forgot where it is. Oh, here it is. Never mind, found it. And we're good, pretty much. We made it. And there goes the hardest, in my opinion, the hardest part of Act 1. That stretch. And I said, in the grand scheme of it, this isn't a long level. In the grand scheme, this really isn't that much of a level. We literally just, we started in the bog, we went down a street, and we passed through 4 houses.
Hold right here! Enemy tank coming up the road!
Once you're here, as long as you keep your head down, you're fine.
Behind the building at your 10 o'clock. Can you engage? Over. Roger that, Bravo 6. I got him up thermal. Switching to manual. Taking the shot.
Now we're done. We're finally we got out of the way. We've done the hardest mission in the game. Not the hardest mission in the game. Hardest mission in Act 1, in my opinion. We got technically 2 missions left. Technically being the keyword, because the second mission is just one big cutscene again. So technically we only have 1 more mission left. And this is also the last we're going to see of the US side of things. Yeah, you have Charlie Don't Surf, you have the Bog, you have War Pig, and then you have 1 more, and then that's it. That's the end of the US. The entire rest of the game you're playing as the SAS. Don't you dare. Don't you dare, after I just said the mission's over. I was like, we need to get on this helicopter. Let's make sure this one doesn't land on us after that last one.
Capture Al-Assad. It's all hands on deck for this one, so get on board, over. Roger that. Marines, we just got a fix on Al-Assad's position. Everyone on board, let's go.
So I always forget what this mission's called. But this is the last USMC mission of the game already. I said you get them all done in Act 1, there isn't any in Act 2 or 3. Well, technically, if you want to count it, in Act 3 it's a joint operation between SAS and the US Marine. But you play as the SAS.
SAS indicates that Al-Assad may have a Russian warhead. Speed is critical.
Also, intel gathered by the SAS say that they might have, that Al-Assad may have a nuclear warhead. You know, just keep that in mind.
Al-Assad, we end this war right here, right now. Lock and load, Marines.
This mission's actually kind of short. Yeah, shock and awe. Here we go. That's what it was called. The biggest threat is actually we're on this gun at the start. You can get killed. You can get shot out of this fucking thing.
Outlaw,
which is why they put a gun in front of you. So keep that in mind.
Mop up any troublemakers with a Mark 19.
I was just testing the bullet, I'm sorry. Speaking of which, they're going to invent nukes before basic math. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm looking forward to your review just to see how absurd it gets. So yeah, don't test the triggers as soon as it lets you, because you will hit only allies. Good to know. But it says unlimited ammo, but instead it will overheat if you spam it too much. Which hence that bar on the right-hand side of the screen.
Overlook. We're seeing enemy armor in the Palm Grove west of the river. Taking fire.
Maybe you should be paying attention to our rooftops, because most people will have RPGs. Worry about the tanks a little after. Thankfully the game understands that this section is a little out of your hand, and so it is relatively generous with checkpoints. I need to get rid of this stuff as soon as I can.
Anti-air battery. Stop.
If you want to make sure you do get through safe, preemptively kind of scan buildings with shots. If there's a new rooftop you just like to just kind of pep some shots onto it, it will save your life. We're doing this for a bit, and then we're going to have to go in and save someone. Then we'll be kept back in this to another section, and we have to go save a second person, and once you saved them, the mission's over. So this is another kind of short one.
Get those Abrams to the front. Outlaw, this is command. Unload half your chalk here and take the rest 2 clicks west. We need you to evac and advance team.
We're going to let about half our crew go here. I don't think we hop off at this point. I think we stay on.
Down the ramp! Move out! Go, go, go!
Roger that, Maeve. Outlaw 2-5 is en route.
Yeah, there's about half our guys.
Marines, listen up. One of our forward recon teams has gotten pinned down.
Now here's your first main objective. One of the teams has been pinned down and we need to go save them. And it's, you may have already noticed, if you ever played a lot of the multiplayer, a good, I want to say like, a little over a third of the levels in this game are multiplayer levels. We're approaching one of them. MW2 does it as well, but not as much.
Roger, we have a visual. Outlaw 2-5 out.
Whereas some of the level areas you go to are just multiplayer maps, because we're actually touching down in one now. And now we hop off. This is us. This is our stop, but we'll be getting back on this.
Friendlies near the colored smoke. Let's get our boys evac and get the hell out of here.
Mortar fire!
Which way are we going? This? Okay, this sort of direction.
Facility is too hot. We'll circle back in 3 minutes.
There's a mostly destroyed building if you hug the left side that we need to take control over first of all, and then we need to push to the opposite side once we get it.
Watch for friendlies near the green smoke on the 2nd floor. Let's get our boys out of there. Move!
Yeah, that green smoke is us, so we need to head for it. And maybe not get gunned down immediately. Oh, the checkpoint's here? Oh, that kind of sucks. You have to wait for Sergeant Hammond here to move. Oh, okay, don't poke your head out. Don't even poke your head up with a flash grenade, we'll just die. They're much wider instead.
Facility is too hot. We'll circle back in 3 minutes. Watch for friendlies near the green smoke on the 2nd floor. Let's get our boys out of there. Move!
Right, there's our guys, so don't shoot on them. And you can see, they're on the 2nd floor, but there's still threats on the ground floor. Which is why I mean it's like a desperate situation to try and save them a little bit, because they're literally about to push up on them. Online, there's like a ladder here. That's like the only real difference between these maps right this second. Oh, did we just get a checkpoint? Yes, we did. Ow. I have no idea what a death count is. I stopped counting like fucking forever ago. I knew it was going to be a lot. Oh, Jesus.
Hold your fire! Hold your fire! Friendly's up on the 2nd floor! I repeat!
Alright, you know, here's our guys. We get a checkpoint for it.
We're in, Captain. Let's move out before they regroup.
We need to go push that way.
Outlaw, this is Deadly. Refueled and fully loaded. You guys miss me?
Okay, I knew that was bold. I was like, look, we just got a checkpoint, I can push. Look, we just got a checkpoint, I can probably get away with it.
Outlaw, this is Deadly. Refueled and fully loaded. You guys
Checkpoint confidence is a very real thing, and you should always try and rely on it. If you've got a checkpoint, just say, fuck it, see what happens. I had to move out of that corner, I was fucked either way. A real fuck it dude mentality can sometimes go a long way.
Outlaw, this is Deadly. Refueled and fully loaded. You guys miss me?
I was fucked. I was at that grenade was in such an awkward spot, and I didn't know precisely where it was to try and throw it back. That's the biggest hassle. I need to get more into the habit of trying to just find them and throw them back. If they throw them fresh, they don't cook them like you would have someone do online. Which is why I don't have the habit, because you learn that people are only going to ever throw fucking mortars because they will cook it in their hand until like 2 seconds before it blows and then throw it.
Outlaw, this is Deadly. Refueled and fully loaded. You guys miss me?
Hell yeah!
I need to get more into the habit of doing that because they will throw them fresh, so you have more than enough time to throw them back. Oh, I got pushed. There was a there was a teammate behind that shelter as well, and he pushed me out when I was trying to get in. So I got fucked. taking one step out and immediately taking a bullet to the shin really didn't help. I was like, maybe I could push and get in there.
Outlaw, this is Deadly. Refueled and fully loaded.
One of these guys pushed this corner and it forced me out of it.
So you're all right out of here? We're in, Captain.
Outlaw, this is Deadly. Refueled and fully loaded. You guys with me?
Move out. Let's go.
Try a different approach. Just stay up here for a bit longer, see if we can clear things out. Get that grenade out of here. Just get it into another fucking universe and get where it ends up. And this one, fucking have that. They're doing it again because I'm in an awkward corner. They can't shoot me, so they're just gonna fucking throw infinite grenades until I move. Poke your head again. Damn it. Ow, where from? It'd be great if my teammates did a bit more, but no, this is so we've already passed the point where the AI will now only really care about us. The enemy AI will no longer deviate for the teammates as much. They will still on occasion to, pretend that the game isn't just gunning for you, but it's very fucking rare. You bitch. You bitch as well. Oh, this far back.
So
I had that.
Right out of here? We're in, Captain. Before they regroup.
Outlaw, this is Deadly. Refueled and fully loaded. You guys with me?
Hell yeah!
Move out. Let's go. Let's go.
Fuck. Oh, I got myself confuddled. I got my position. I lost myself in my positioning. It just threw me off enough to cause trouble.
Outlaw, this is Deadly. Refueled and fully loaded. You guys miss me?
What? What got me that time?
So you're all right out of here? We're in, Captain. Let's move out before they regroup.
Outlaw, this is Deadly.
Damn! What a shot!
Refueled and fully loaded. You guys miss me?
Every summon threat.
Move out. Let's go. Let's go.
I don't know if they're infinite respawning. They probably are.
I got one! I got one! Enemy personnel! I've got fence!
Oh, hang on. Oh fuck yeah, RPG. RPG waited for me. So this part's still awkward, just because it is I find it's easier than warping doesn't mean it's easy. I think these guys are infinitely respawning. I think I'm getting that impression. Yeah, because this is recovered. Yeah, there's absolutely infinitely respawning there. It's one of our guys. And of course there's more upstairs! Like it's infinitely respawning, so they just fucking reappear there. Oh, fuck me, that's the best I've done. That was the best run we had.
Move out, let's go!
I was not trying to be cheeky. Oh Jesus, I said I wanted to distract us too because they didn't kick back. Okay, he got it. Was there, are we safe? Ow, ow, okay, that's not safe. So you can see through this, there is no one else in that room, and yet suddenly someone just magically appeared back on this one. So okay, there's the confirmation then. That is absolutely, yeah. Confirmation, there's absolutely infinite respawning going on there. Ow, what the fuck got me that time?
We're up on the second floor.
Fuck this section! Fuck this section! Seriously, what the fuck? What keeps getting me? Yes, I didn't even have much trouble with this on my practice playthrough, so I have no idea what's gone different this time. Did I just get really lucky in my practice run? Do this tactically, just throw this in. Oh shit, oh finally the game gave me a checkpoint. We've made progress.
Get to the LZ, let's move!
Oh, that was an annoying stray enemy position.
Get to the LZ, let's move!
Oh, okay, it's this way. So I could have just, I didn't even have to turn to look that way. So there was an extra fucking stray waiting to meet me.
Let's move. Go, go!
Jackson, get back on the Mark 19!
I'm going to preemptively reload this before we get on though. There.
Outlaw, be advised. We have a situation here. Over.
And now here's for our second objective. Now, I don't want to speak too soon, but this one's easier. It's on a time limit, so it should be harder, but because it's on a time limit, the game is a little bit more kinder with some of the enemy placements.
We're hit! I've lost the
Yeah, they get hit, and now we have to go save them.
Mayday! This is Deadly going in hard! We're going down.
And we've just been warned that there is a warhead and all the units need to retreat, but there's a unit left behind. So it's like we need to get there and seriously get out there if that nuke potentially could go off at any minute.
Outlaw 2-5, come in, over. Command, I'm visual on the crash site. I see small arms fire coming from the cockpit. Request permission to initiate search and rescue, over. Copy 2-5, be advised. You will not be at a safe distance in the event that nuke goes off. Do you understand? Roger that. We know what we're getting into.
Yeah, and there's your warning. Hey, you don't have much time because there is potentially a nuclear threat right now.
What's your status? Over.
Also, the bitches make this gun not face the area you're about to run down, so you can't preemptively get rid of some enemies.
Hold on.
Which is why I said I wanted to reload my RPD. So you have a minute and a half to go get the pilot before they die.
Be advised, 2-5. Hostiles advancing parallel southwest of your position towards the crash site. We got 90 seconds, Jackson. Get the pilot. No one gets left behind. Jackson, pull her out of there and get back to the LZ. Do it.
You can't die in the cutscene, so if you can just get her, you'll be fine, and then just run and pray.
Pull down these corners. Go. Lieutenant Vasquez, this is Outlaw 2-5. Now would be a good time to get the hell out of here.
Like I said, this section's fine.
Roger that. We're on our way.
This section's ironic. Really, don't want to die immediately. I'm just going to sit here for just a second. Right, now let's move.
Outlaw, this is command.
We're good.
Probable nuclear threat in the capital.
Can you hear the little thud sound effects? That's how many bullets are hitting us. But because we're in a cutscene, we're safe. All those little thuds you heard whilst we were putting her down were bullets that were making contact with our skin. But because we're in a cutscene, we had immunity. And that's it. We are officially, in terms of input, done with Act 1.
All U.S. forces be advised. We have a confirmed nuclear
And now for the big twist of Act 1.
Are on site and attempting to disarm. I repeat, we have a confirmed Everyone, hang on!
We were warned! And now we get to see the actual devastation of a nuclear bomb. Back when dropping a nuke and using that as a twist was actually, you know, a huge deal. This twist caught everyone off guard when it first came out. I remember, like, you know, back in the early days of YouTube, the amount of videos were talking about it, or like, you know, like when the top 10 videos started to become a trend, how many things are like one of the most impactful twists was the fact that you have like this pretty cozy mission and it just ends in absolute disaster. And an entire fleet of about 30,000 men just vanish like that in an instant. Yeah, and in the list of KIA, Sergeant Paul Jackson is one of them. They don't confirm the exact number until MW2, but in MW2, to quote Shepard himself, 30,000 men. In a blink of an eye. And you get this. I said this is technically the last US mission, but at the same time it's the aftermath of the nuke. It's the last, the very final breaths of this man. And that's it. That's aftermath. And the end, and the official end of Act 1. and the end of us playing as any US character. Is it the USMC? We'll see more of them later, but yeah, from this point onwards, we're only playing as SAS characters. 99% of the time. I think it's all the time now from this point onwards, so I don't think you play as anyone else at this point. It's MW2 where they start throwing it around a bit more. Meanwhile, Al-Assad was nowhere near that, the person they were all after. He was in a safe house way, way, way off in the distance. In Azerbaijan. Which is where we're heading. So off to the safe house mission we go. Where our old friend... Yeah, well, this is one of Kamarov's men, but your old friend Kamarov's going to be helping us out again. You know the guy that we had to beat up to get information on Nikolai? Yeah, him.
Perfect. Move out.
But now we're officially in Act 2.
What the hell's going on up there? It's the ultra-nationalists. They're killing the villagers. You don't know for long they're not.
Oh, there's a whilst I remember, there's a trophy in this mission for finding the secret weapon. It's in one of those towers. So if you get into the church, look for a ladder and try and get up there. Oh shit. How are you still alive? I just saw a wall of faces. I was like, uh-oh. If you haven't got any cover, your best... Oh my god, there's dogs. It's always just hit the deck. Because of how many slopes and hills there are, there's a good chance you hitting the deck will make some kind of grounded cover between you and them.
So, calling air support on that building.
On what? Oh, this building. So there's a lot of buildings, Price. There's a lot of buildings, Captain. Just saying that building doesn't help. The objective of your main mission, trying to get through this on Veteran, is actually the same as what we've done before. It's just building secure. Find a building you want to push up into, and then push up to it. I don't think the enemies are infinitely respawning, but you're going to be here a fucking while if you don't try and push. What is an idea, though, is that your air support will recharge after a while. There's nothing stopping you from using air support on a building and then using the chaos as like a veil to squeeze through. I have no idea if that's one of our guys or not. Okay, I don't think it is. I was just watching him. I was like, I don't know if that's one of ours or not. I want to try and push for that shack if I can help it. That might give us a better vantage point towards the building. So I'm going to push a little bit more wide. So I can try and line, in the hopes of lining myself up with this to use it as running cover. I'm not safe here, so I need to keep crawling forward. I was completely exposed. Ow, fuck, I'm still exposed. Fuck. Where'd it put me? Oh, way back down here. Oh, God. Let's preempt that.
We are on the way. Stand by for air support.
Oh, sorry, Private. Don't get... Oh, sorry, other Private. We don't run in the way whilst I'm mid-shooting at the door. This ladder, and there's a secret weapon up here. Oh, we've got a checkpoint for finding it. This. Actually, I think it's either the Javelin or the Dragonov that counts as a secret weapon, but either way, you get the gist. I'm And when you pick it up, you'll get. I think you have to pick it up and get a kill. Actually, I think it is the Dragonauts. I think you have to get a kill with it as well. Oh, it's one of ours. I was like, I can just see a silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, Scaramouche. Can you do the Fandango? Those guys are absolutely infinite respawning. Okay, that's good to know. Oh Jesus, I'm just gonna fucking go around. Because they're infinite respawning and pushing us the whole time. So I'm just going to go back to my first strategy, which is like using the graves for cover. Where are those shots coming from? I know we've been shot from somewhere, it's just where. Well, apart from fucking everywhere. I don't think I've caught him. I think he just narrowly slipped by. Oh, helicopter's back. Hang on.
Helicopter is on the way.
We'll let that start shooting and then we'll make our real push. And maybe if we're lucky, the game will throw us a checkpoint, not a grenade. Second, because if I'm this, oh jeez, if I'm this close, it will encourage the teammates to push us in as well. Fuck. Okay. Guess that's a little closer to where I was aiming for. Checkpoint before I... Yeah, of course the checkpoint was before I picked up the sniper. Oh well.
We have to refuel and rearm. We will not be available for some time.
Same plan though. Maybe just have a little bit more gung-ho and hope. A little high. But my men are pushing up. My guys are pushing up, so that's something. Is this reloaded? Oh, now it's gonna be. Like, guys, what are you doing there? I knew it. I was like, I bet Gaz just ran straight through a bunch of enemies. I fucking knew it. I bet his AI just ran straight through them without stopping to deal with them. I fucking know.
We have to refuel and rearm. We will not be available for some time.
It wouldn't be a video game if it wasn't for the AI only caring about the player and nothing else. I'd like to fully secure this building if preferable. We've been fighting for it for long enough. Someone's running around. I don't know if it's one of our... Okay, it might be one of our guys. That's not a stairway. That is.
2-5 here. We are ready to attack and are standing by for new orders.
I want a checkpoint. I don't want to risk pushing up without a checkpoint because we're so fucking exposed. I know we're not safe. You're not dead.
Building clear. No sign of Al-Assad.
Okay, building clear. You do feel like... Okay, thank goodness. So now we need to pick what next building we're going to go for. In that building, there's a restaurant where one of the intels you're more likely to miss is. It's like literally just on a table. But because it's in the middle of everything, you're not going to want to go there. What we're actually trying to do is that way in the back there's a farm. The game wants you to check all and clear out all these houses to search the village, but you don't need to do that. You just need to get to the farm. Well, alive.
Building is clear. Move on to the next one.
So the game's giving us checkpoints because we're pushing towards here. So it's skipping other objectives. It's like, oh, okay, no, they're on the run. Oh, jeez. Because Al-Assad's in that farmhouse. Which, yes, absolutely is the exact same barn house we were in earlier. It's a reused asset. What about it? This was before Call of Duty had literally billions put into it every single game. And back when they were also good, because, you know, for some reason... Oh, this is blocked off for now. When we, there's another mission we're going to do in this area. When we get here later, that's not blocked off. I won't be using it, because it's not ideal to try and beat that mission. Okay, so you can go around here. It's just an invisible wall here, oddly enough. Okay, that's our guys. Alright, the mission's over. If you get here, you're done.
We want Al-Assad alive. He's no good to us dead. Let's go.
And there's Al-Assad.
Why'd you do it?
And there's that mission done. There's only one real tough bit. As long as you can make the push to the farm, you're fine. And so it comes more down to confidence. If you're confident enough, you can make that push and fucking go for it. You don't even need to stop in that building. It's just the confidence sort of thing. You know, you need to be able to have the faith you can do it. Fucking hell, Price.
Sir, it's his cell phone.
I mean, I know this guy murdered 30,000 men, but so he completely deserves it. But holy shit.
Who was that, sir?
Zakhaev.
Zakhaev.
Imran Zakhaev.
And there, the real big bad of this game is revealed. We're going to get 2 missions from I think it's 15 years prior. Don't know why the map has to change so much for 15 years. Like, we don't go back to the fucking 60s. Yeah, 15 years ago. We don't go back to the fucking 60s. I don't know why this changes so much, but here we are. Back when Captain Price was just a lieutenant, and he was under the command of Captain Macmillan, we're going to find out about their assassination attempt on Zakhaev. It's a 2-mission adventure. The first one is all gillied up, which is fine, because it's entirely a stealth mission. So if you just obey and do what you're told, you're fine.
Of course,
Second one, however, is, in many people's opinion, and I mostly share it, there's a couple moments that are kind of questionable, but mostly share it, is the hardest mission in the game. Because the second half of that mission is you have to hold a position and survive for a set amount of time, and they only give you one checkpoint during it, and it's only like a minute into like this 6 minute straight of survival, and you just have to hold the fucking line with no cover. Good luck. And I went on my practice one, I was at it for about 4 hours. I wish I was kidding. I was at it for forever. But I've got a strategy, so hopefully, keyword hopefully, we can get it down. If we can get it on the other side of that mission, then the mission after it, which is Heat onwards, I will do in another stream, maybe. But if I can get past what is many people considers to be the hardest mission in the game, I will.
Enemy patrols dead ahead. Stay low and move slowly. Will be impossible to spot in our ghillie suits. We've been spotted.
Oh damn it! I was hoping I'd get away with that. You can go way ahead of Captain Macmillan and ignore all of his commands and still get through the mission stealthy, but you need to know exactly what you're doing and exactly what shots to make. And this is one of them. You can kill both these guys before the other notices, but it's awkward.
Take one out when the other's not looking. He's down. Good night. Move.
But this is another mission that people really, really loved, that they apparently kind of reference in the new Modern Warfare 2. So it feels like the new Modern Warfare 2 is just trying to be like a hybrid original Modern Warfare 1, but with new story arcs.
4 tangos inside.
Just the main villain ends up being Graves, which isn't interesting, because he's just a new face. And now here's introducing the idea of choice. Throughout the course of this mission, there will be several points where you have a choice between trying to just get around the enemy, or actually taking them on. Just keep moving. Macmillan will stop there, just keep moving for a second, make sure you're in safety. Get him, because he's a lookout. Which is what Macmillan's going to preemptively warn you about.
But there's still a patrol coming from the
north. Oh, okay, no, he actually has new dialogue. Okay.
Tango down. Go.
I'll give the game that. He actually has new dialogue if you preemptively catch him. But usually when he says don't move, he says he tells you that there's someone up there, so you need to go get them. If you get up there yourself, there's a rocket launcher if you want to try and take on the helicopter. Can't stress enough, do not do it on veteran. Actually, it's not even an RPG, it's like a stinger, so you have to actually lock on first. It requires 2 shots minimum to get it, so don't fucking bother, because you'll alert everyone to your presence the moment you fire that first shot, and the helicopter will be trying to gun you down. And the helicopter can destroy that building, destroying any or all cover you have. With this
get down.
Yeah. With this section, depending on where you're footing, depends on what Macmillan tells you. If you're with him, he'll tell you to stay in the shadows. If you've already gone ahead, he'll just tell you to get to lay flat. Both of which will work. This mission is actually pretty dynamic, but we're approaching the more stressful part of it. And it's stressful because you have to micromanage your position, but you can't move too fast, otherwise you'll get spotted. We're going to have to hit the deck, and a whole wave of enemies are going to literally walk straight past us. So stick behind Macmillan. The easiest way to do this safely is that literally stay as close to Macmillan's left thigh as you can. I know you're going to be staring up his ass the whole time, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. The reason why I say it's left is that on your right, there's an enemy that will be coming past us on the right-hand side, and they can like accidentally kick your foot. But if you're on his left thigh, you're more likely to be out of that range, so you're less likely to be accidentally tapped and alerted.
Try to anticipate their path.
Stay on Macmillan's backside and only stop moving when he stops moving. It's like stop about here and then just wait. This enemy that's like slightly to our left in front of us, the spinning the camera counts as moving, so I can't spin the camera. he can tap your foot if you're slightly too far to the right, but as you walked past. And if you're not sure when it's safe to move again, just wait for Macmillan to start moving. I think we're about safe, but I'm still going to wait. There's a trophy in it if you can perfect stealth this whole mission, which is part of the reason why I'm trying to show you like the route you're supposed to take. There's a trophy for taking down the helicopter and like starting a fight with it and winning, and then there's a trophy for stealthing this whole mission. There's also a third trophy that I'd recommend you trying to get whilst you're here, but I'll bring mention to that when we get to it. Earlier I said there's a better point later on to try and get the knifing 20 dogs. It's this mission.
Follow me.
At this point, I'm actually going to discourage you from following Macmillan. Go wide here.
Looks like they've already eliminated the men they couldn't buy out.
And you need to get this guy first, so you can get him.
Stop them.
And then wait. You don't shoot at these two yet. Wait for Macmillan. Macmillan will eventually say, okay, I'm going to change position.
Without alerting the rest isn't going to be easy. But then again, neither is sneaking past them.
As a motorbike passes by.
Don't fire on the two.
Yeah, see, now he's saying don't fire on these two near the lorry. Or the truck, depending on what you want to call it. And eventually he will say, okay, I'm ready, just you take the shot and I'll get the other one. So you're going to see him, actually you can see him now, he's crawling. He's going to crawl to like here. You can try and stealth and sneak past it instead. This is another kill or hide.
Take the shot when you're ready.
But I'd rather always take the kill option, so just wait for good pointing.
Good night.
There we go, and now we're done. That's all 4 of them dead. The reason why I say be quick is because those first 2 we killed, the guy that was further behind will catch up to the second if you leave it too long, and then it becomes far more awkward to try and deal with them more stealthily. Pushing up, let Macmillan lead, because he will personally deal with an enemy coming up. And you go, hey, Susie!
Back.
This guy, you can kill him if you want, but Macmillan will deal with him himself if you let him.
Oi, Susie.
Huh? That's how it's done. Let's go.
Every time.
Hold up. Wait here. Patrol coming this way. Stay back.
Stay here for a sec. Fuck. I was poked out too much.
Let's go.
But you can be cheeky and just do this and be straight across early. To which Macmillan's dialogue changes.
Stay back.
Instead of saying stay there, he says follow me. So there's a lot of subtle things you can influence and change in the dialogue in this level, which is kind of nice for, you know, like a 2007 game. It's not something you really expect.
Tango down. Forward area clear. Go.
There are more enemies in this set than those guys. And there's intel on the table, so if you can find a way to kill them, there's free intel for you. But you don't need to, so just push on. If you haven't gathered already, it's less of a stealth mission, more a giant sequence of little scripted pieces. But it's still one of the most beloved little set pieces in the game.
That's a bloody convention out there. Get ready to move on my signal. Stay right behind me. Hold. Okay. Go.
Stay behind Macmillan. There's no, you're going under there, but if you go in there ahead of him, there's a chance you'll screw things up. So just stay behind him.
Let's go.
And also keep looking straight because your feet can kick out if you look to the side too much and you can be spotted and killed. And you have like no protection. So you have to very much, if you haven't gathered already, obey the rules of the game. You can't fuck around too much for the stealth to work. That's why I said it's a lot more of just scripting more than anything else. And if you go off the scripts, then you just get screwed. Which that gives the impression that I don't like this mission, or I don't think it deserves the iconic status it does. It gets. No, that's not the point. I'm just more highlighting the cracks if you're going for that trophy. What you need to be aware of is that there is a set system and set sequence they expect you to follow, and if you go off it, then it starts to get a bit fucky.
Patience. Don't do anything stupid.
And it is even, like, genuinely just kind of subtle things here and there that will just throw everything off if you don't do it. I say that I'm not like I'm a trophy guide. It's more just because I like this game and it means a lot to my childhood. I know some people might hop in and be like, oh, I've never actually tried it. Yeah, sure, I'll get the remaster or whatever. And if they're going for trophies, they might say, oh yeah, I remember Rob saying something about this. You know, that kind of idea. I'm actually when I was going to tell you to book it. Do so, because those enemies over there will spot you if you don't book it. Once again, it's another little scripting thing.
Hold fast.
He's going to tell you to stop because an enemy is going to poke his head out way up in there.
Beautiful. Move out.
Also, if you're looking for more intel, there's one up in that window, so get up there. From this point onwards, I believe we're good on enemies. Until the end. I think that's the last real encounter. Unless you want to count the dog we're approaching.
Area clear.
Also, did you hear how the music cut out very harshly because we entered a different zone? If you're grinding for the trophy to get a knife 20 dogs, there's a dog right there. That is a wild dog, not a touchdown. So you'll be even more of a bastard because it's not even like an aggressor. But if you kill it, it actually has a whole family of extras that will come get you. You can just go knife crazy, and although you'll die a bunch, you'll eventually get it. The idea is supposed to be if you kill a wild dog, your punishment is that a whole army of dogs comes and gets you. But you can use that to your advantage to get the trophy easily.
Keep your distance. No need to attract unnecessary attention.
There's like a whole swarm over by there that you just can't barely see. But the moment you anger it, it will come for you. Because it will notice us about now. Yeah, look, it's aware of us. Just leave it alone, it will leave us alone.
Clear right. Go.
Now it's just going your way through this ghosted building. There's no enemies now, we're done.
Forward area clear.
Arguably, this is another braver mission. I'm just warning you about what comes next. Because I said the next mission is genuinely one of, if not, the hardest mission being doing veteran.
Look at this place. 50,000 people used to live in the city. Now it's a ghost town. Never seen anything like it.
If you're also wondering what happens if you just go any direction, if you check on the map, you can actually see the path you can take is extremely linear. If you go out of that linear path, the game will just say nuclear radiation is getting you, get back into the boundaries. But this is the building that the start of the next mission is going to be. So once you start heading over towards that direction, it just ends. So if we can get to the other side of this mission, I'll probably say that's a successful first stream. We had our wake up with fucking Haunted Castle, and this has been the main meat of today. Which I know is like, this is not a Halloween game, but you know what? A 2-for-1 in one stream, that's sure.
The meeting is underway. Enemy transport sighted entering.
Oh, it's constantly up to debate whether this gun we're holding counts towards the get a kill with one of every gun trophy.
You can compensate for it, or you can wait it
because this is a Barrett 50 cal, and this is the only time you use it. I don't think it matters because it's scripted for you to get at least one kill, but if you're unsure, fucking waste a failed chance to hit one of these guys. But you have to worry about a lot because your bullet will travel and these flags will hint it. Where is it?
Okay, I think I see him. Wait for my mark.
Is it this car? Yeah, there's Makarov, the main villain of like the whole trilogy, and there's Yuri. And if you actually hit Yuri, it'll say friendly fire is not tolerated.
Watch for any change in
we need to hit him, but obviously you have to pay attention to the wind because wind will affect your bullets. And you don't have much time to act, so you have to be careful. And this helicopter will come around to waste us some time as well. So around this time you need to start thinking about when you're going to take your shot, but the wind will start dying down. I'll try and get it, but this is one of those things I either get the first time or get like the 100th. Wind's dying down. Taking it. Got him. Okay, we're fine. We got him. Take that helicopter out. And now it's time to move. I missed the initial shot, but it's fine. I don't think I've ever hit it on the first shot. I've always hit him during the panic afterwards.
We'll have to take a shortcut. Follow my lead.
Right, this first part's fine. I said the actual challenge is the end. The survival.
Lieutenant Price, follow me.
This first bit can be a little awkward though. Your weapons is a fucking sniper and a pistol, and a whole army is going to come at you. Like a whole firefight. That 20-minute time limit, don't worry about it. I'm telling you right now, don't give it much thought.
20 minutes, don't be late. We're stretching our field as it is. Out. Got him.
Give me your fucking gun. Oh, it's only a G3? Okay, I want something other than a G3, please. There's got a fucking Dragonov over there. Yeah, easy for you to say, Captain Macmillan. You're an AI. You only take damage when the game says you do. I'll get rinsed. Yeah, but that's the whole point. You're not actually supposed to be worrying about the enemies too much. You're supposed to try and keep moving.
Lose him in that apartment. Come on.
My best advice, honestly, would be hug walls. Just hug walls, keep your head down and pray. And at some point, for the love of God, try and pick up a new gun. Keep the sniper rifle on you for now, because there's one particular spot coming up where you'll be glad you did. But try and replace this goddamn pistol as soon as you can. Oh, and just to save you the trouble, take care of Fido there. Don't leave him, because he will jump over the fence and cause you trouble later. You have to be kind of cutthroat in some parts of this to try and survive.
More behind us.
Fuck. We got to do that. I know we're missing out on the inspirational quotes and all that shit, but you got to keep moving. I just need to pick up another gun. As soon as we can pick up another gun, we're in business. The whole time we're just on the pistol, we're on the uphill. And that's supposed to be the point. This mission's entirely about being on the uphill struggle. It's just when it's already supposed to be a hard uphill struggle that you narrowly survive, and then you crank hit the veteran, yeah, it becomes the mission it is.
Target neutralized. Behind us.
Oh, there's rifles of all sorts over there.
Incoming helicopter. Snipe the bastard.
This is what you need the sniper for. Once you've done this bit, you can get rid of the sniper if you really want to. Okay, I'm going to try and be cheeky about this because that helicopter's going to be coming in. take it. AK and RPG. Need to fucking run. Need to fucking run. Need to fucking run. That's why I needed to run. And unfortunately, McMillan's leg got caught. So the next thing that makes this mission a fucking nightmare is now kicked in. You need to carry this son of a bitch. If there's ever a point where there's a difficult firefight in front of you, you need to put him down. Understand that he's effectively immortal though, so if you want to drop him right in the middle of everything, like here for example, do so, because he will shoot enemies. Doesn't mean he can't shoot for shit, but he can do enough. Run. This section coming up, we've just got a checkpoint on. My best recommendation, don't engage. Hug the wall, cross your fingers, and fucking hope. Okay, good, it worked out. There's a whole bunch of enemies in there, and they will gun you down in a second. They're already actually still trying to. Just hug that right wall, push, and pray you don't get spotted. If you get spotted and you get shot down, too bad. There is a encounter we will have to deal with coming up, though, so be ready for that. It's here. There's going to be dogs and some guys, so put him down and get ready. Alternatively, you can also try and just keep your head down and push through here. And if we end up dying a bunch here, I'll try it. Fucking, especially if there's a guy right there, like holy shit. But let's just try it. Okay, no. It is possible for you to do it, but you need a little bit of luck on your side. More so because the dogs are a menace. Fucking scripted animation. Oh, come on, McMillan, you didn't feel like getting him? Okay, that didn't work either. I was want to see, can I be cheeky at all with any of this? It doesn't really look like I can be. Aha, there we go. Ow. If you can get out the door, the dog stop chasing you. And also, ow. Oh, it's supposed to stop chasing me. Okay, fine, I'll deal with him. Usually he stops chasing you, but I guess he didn't feel like it that time. If you're looking for more intel, there's a ladder there, right up the top up there, there's one. Instead of immediately pushing over to the field like the game asks you to, come into this building. There's a whole bunch of dogs, but these dogs are actually friendly. I know they don't look it, but these dogs, if you alert them, they will go outside, and any guard they bump into, they will try and attack. How successful they are is entirely random. They can get a couple guys, they can get no one sometimes. But the fact that it's something else to give you a chance, you might as well fucking take it. Because even if they aren't successful, you can use the distraction as time to push. The time limit's gone, by the way. If you get here, you've passed the time limit. That's why I said don't worry about it. We had 20 minutes and we did this in 5. But this is it. This area, you need to survive here until the helicopter arrives. And it will only give you one checkpoint when the second wave of enemies spawn and they're infinitely spawning. I'm going to put McMillan down for just a second. Still need to get rid of these guys.
Standing by for your signal, over. Our helicopter is standing by to safe distance. Put me down behind the Ferris wheel where I can provide sniper support.
He says behind the Ferris wheel, but if you wait, yeah, it means over here. Because the Ferris wheel's there, he means here.
This will be fine.
Alright, now this is how it goes. He's going to tell us to set up before trouble arrives. So run around, do whatever you feel like you need to do, but just put a bunch of claymores down, preferably near cars, because then you can try and make them basically be car bombs. but defend your ass, and you're going to see I'm going to lean more to this side, because I'm going to try and buy myself time from my position. But I'm going to put a few over here, just so we don't get circled as easily. Especially here. And the last one I'll put there.
Find a good spot to snipe from.
When you're ready to go, hit prone. He says get ready to snipe. No, we're not fucking sniping. Don't bring the sniper rifle with you if you're trying to do this in veteran. You won't live. There are plenty of spots. Some will work, some will not. Just do what you're comfortable with, and then hit prone when you're ready.
Good luck.
In this first bit, until you hit the checkpoint, it doesn't matter too much. Just do what you can and see what happens.
Big bird out. Tango's in sight. Let them get closer.
When we get the first checkpoint, I'll be moving. I'll try and blast out that checkpoint, and when I inevitably die, I will move to my position and hope it works. You might already be able to see, they all hit the deck the moment you open fire, so you need to kind of be a bit more precise with your shots. Which I suppose, like, if you're playing an individual that isn't veteran, bringing the sniper isn't a bad idea. It's just on veteran, no, you need as much firepower as you can get away with, and the sniper is just going to be too restrictive. See, my discount car bombs are already in effect. Look at the compass at the bottom, you can see how far away the helicopter is and get a better idea of just how long you need to fucking survive this now. Also, there goes one of my claymores because of a straight grenade. Alternatively, what might be an idea is keep 1 or 2 claymores to replenish the ones on like the immediate vicinity. Now here's our checkpoint, and I'm already in the spot I want to be in. This is the spot I choose. Because if you go too far that way, they will circle around on you. If you're here, they think you're still more here, like in the game logic, so they will only come in front of you. It's still a difficult fight, but it's a glimmer fucking more manageable. So stay here. But this is only my strategy. Everyone has their own, of various strengths and weaknesses. Just find your own and stick to it and pray it works. But you need to find something. If you can't find something, you will never get through this on veteran. Like I said, I was at this for hours until I got this and managed to make it work. And even then, it took me more than one try. But just hold here and pray. And when Big Bird arrives, when the helicopter arrives, don't immediately book it for it, because enemies will still be everywhere. Wait for them to land, and for the crew to get out and start shooting back. So then you'll have more freedom. This is, like I said, the hardest mission in the game, so good fucking luck. That's all I can say. Good luck. So even then, I'm probably going to die a bunch, because it's just that's the nature of the beast. I don't know if I got any of them, really. You can clip them on the way down like that, which just makes life a glimmer easier, as you can imagine. So those ones I got, so they all fell to their death. Alright, and that's with... Oh shit. Alright, so it begins. Let's try this again. We haven't even got that much ammo is the problem. I just realised we're kind of low. So I needed to pick up a new gun, no matter what. I had like nothing to work with, and the reload on the RPG was going to be deadly. So I had to just poke my head out and pray, and thankfully, for once, I got lucky.
Tango down. He's down.
Alright, the helicopter's made it, so hold the line for a minute. The last thing you want to do is fucking die now, because we have not got that fucking checkpoint, by the way.
Your ass on board, over. Got him.
And now here comes the last challenge. We need to go get Macmillan and get to the helicopter. We have not been checkpointed. This is the part that can make or break. Fucking no, 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 no. Ah, damn you. And we're back here, just like that. That's what I mean. This fucking bit sucks. It is vicious. But that's the hardest bit. That's the hardest bit. If you can get consistent with it, you're in the clear. But even then, you saw on my successful attempt, it was risky as shit. There was a lot of close calls, like close moments. All I can say is just give it your all and understand you're not going to get it on your first chance. If you could go in already with the patience that you know it's not going to be in one, you will find the whole thing just that bit easier to deal with. Like, you'll be able to kind of like almost wrestle it within yourself that yes, this is going to be a hassle, this is going to be a mission, and then you can just kind of preempt yourself for it a bit better. Oh, doorbell just went 1 minute. Alright. I just want another gun that isn't something that's going to take 6 years to reload. Alright, time to get ready. Every time you crouch to reload, if you're using my spot, look under. Look under the stage to see if you can see any feet. Don't know where that... Oh, fucking have that back, you bitch.
Tango down.
So I'm using the AK first because it's the heavier weapon of the two we have. So swapping weapons will be quicker.
Got another.
Got one!
I don't know if he's dead.
He's down.
I'm going to throw some stray grenades to try and discourage though.
Got him.
Oh, here comes that fucking dog.
Got one!
Oh my fucking god.
Get neutralized.
Just hide for a sec. I'm getting really far from pushback.
He's down. Got him. We're bingo fuel. You got 30 seconds.
No worries, dude. I might get it if I got it this time. Oh, you fuck off. I'm going around. No, come on, you bitch. Don't you dare. Oh, fuck. And of course it was a straight back here. You bastard. I was so close. But if they put you on a timer, the helicopter doesn't stay forever. So it says, okay, you've only got this amount of time. Move. So you have to fucking move. But you can see the strat.
He's down.
It's just at the same time, fuck this. But you can see the strat. That's what we gotta do. We just gotta get there. We're so close.
Gotta get neutralized. I've got it. We are heavily outnumbered. Where are you? Got him. Copy that, Alpha. Momentary tap.
Dog immediately.
He's down.
I'm backing way up. There's so much going on. There's a lot of carnage.
Gotta get neutralized.
I've only got 17 bullets left. I might as well just change the other gun. Whilst we have a brief window to do so.
Tango down.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Got him.
Backing way up, so I don't feel safe. And he's not even dead, so he needs to take more bullets.
Tango down. He's down.
Okay, whenever the helicopter wants to start moving.
Gotta get neutralized.
Okay, I was gonna say, if I fucked up that after all that effort.
Alpha team, this is Big Bird. Get your ass on board, over. He's down. got 30 seconds.
Fuck it, making the push. Please. God damn it, as soon as I went to, there's a guy behind us. Immediately just, fuck, god damn this goddamn game sometimes, I swear to God. Fine, let's do this again. That's where the gun landed. I was like, where the hell is it?
Tango down.
Just for the future.
He's down. Look, buddy, we are heavily outnumbered. Where are you?
Because if it gave you a checkpoint when the helicopter landed, it would be fucking fine. This mission would be very difficult, but it would be just that little bit fairer. The fact you got to go out into the open fire and get on, that turns it into a bastard. That turns it into an absolute menace. I don't actually know if the whole "you've only got 30 seconds" thing actually is real, or if it's just dialogue to try and make you hurry up. With how much of an hassle this is, you don't really want to wait to find out, do you?
He's down.
Oh, I was too late, god damn you. I knew it was going to fuck me up eventually. I feel like this gun's giving me less and less bullets every time I pick it up. Just dragging off. I'm like, is there any more ammo for other guns around quickly whilst I've got the chance? Oh, if you're looking for intel, firstly, do it on fucking recruit. But secondly, there is a building, this building that I'm currently looking at. The front door gets kicked open at one point with a whole shit ton of enemies in it. Inside that building is the last intel of this mission. Oh, I've got to take this glimmer of a chance to reload. I'm amazed I lived that. I shouldn't have. It was just the worst time fucking flash. Speaking of flashes. I had to feel it out. I was like, I think it's about this long, and then hold right and pray that was enough.
Tango down.
Swapping guns, we've barely got anything left.
Gotta get neutralized. Go on!
Actually, when this helicopter arrives this time, I'm going to wait it out. We've got nothing else to lose anyway. I'm going to wait it out. Oh, Jesus Christ. And see if they start clearing people up, or whether after a while they will just say, you took too long, mission failed.
Copy, team. This is Big Bird. Get your ass on board, over.
You're still alive.
Go on!
You're still fucking alive. Get out of here.
Gotta get neutralized. Pay attention!
Please. Say we're already being shot at. We're already being shot at. It's already being shot at. God damn it, leave us alone. Please, I'm begging you. Oh wow, you are time limited. That is complete horseshit. And this once again, no fucking checkpoint because fuck you. So you do just have to fucking get a move on. When the helicopter's about to land, you just need to get out there and get safe. That's complete arse. You are time limited the moment it arrives to actually move. If this mission wasn't already problematic enough. You know what the annoying thing is? When I was on my practice file, the 4 hours I spent was doing this. The first time I actually finally got to the end bit, I got it on that attempt. Well, I managed to just get straight through and just push for it and no one shot me. So I don't know, I mean, I can only assume that was the lucky one, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know why I'm getting so unlucky. Is that a guy? There it is. Guy I wasted way too many bullets for because he wasn't registering. Oh, I've got to pick up the thing. I've got to pick up the MP5. Is this going to give me the time I need to actually reload this son of a bitch?
Gotta get neutralized.
Barely.
Go on.
Yeah, I swapped to hip so I could hear the dog coming. So I was like, if I just shoot to the hip and fire, hopefully it'll jump into the way of the bullets and save me the hassle.
Pay attention.
Alright, here we fucking go. Hey, so, how are checkpoints in this economy?
Gotta get neutralized. Alpha team, this is Big Bird. Get your ass out board, over. Go Panava.
Please. Cross my fingers, pray to God, please. Just get there, 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 just get there. Get in! Hey, we done it! We done it, we got there, we're done. So why is it that time no one fucking shot me at all? But we're on, we're done. We beat this stupid fucking mission. We beat this stupid fucking mission. Oh. And there you go. What's widely considered the hardest part of this whole goddamn game is done. Only took us, what, half an hour? Around 25 minutes it took us to do that. So not as bad as the 4 hours I took before. But so the crazy thing is that the part I was stuck on my practice file was the main survival run, not the getting in the chopper. When I had to get in the chopper, that last run where I just went straight in was how it went.
At least half an hour, Captain Price.
That's how it went originally.
Corpses for 10 minutes by then. Every ultra-nationalist psycho in Zakhaev's pocket is about to show up on our doorstep, coming to claim all that's.
Anyway, after back in reality, now we know that Zakhaev is the main threat. We need to propose our counter-attack because all of the people who are alongside Al-Assad, basically all of Zakhaev's men, are out to kill us.
Let's do this.
Because they know what we're up to. So we got to do a defense mission, which is the second hardest, which is what we will be starting the next stream on this on. We'll be starting with the mission Heat. So let me save and quit. And the next time we come back, we'll do Heat onwards for the rest of the game. But we got the worst out of the way. Heat is extremely difficult as well. It's the second hardest, but at least we got the hardest out of the way. So I'll be wrapping it up here. Ay, ay, ay. As always, thank you so much for watching. We made it. We managed to survive. To give you an idea of what's left, we've got Heat, Sins of the Father, and then these are the final 4, because I am not counting Mile High Club because it is a bonus post-game challenge. So we only have 6 missions left. They are long missions, and they are difficult missions. So the Heat is probably the shortest one of the lot, but it's the second hardest mission in the game, so good luck. All the rest, fucking no fighting in the war room I'm not looking forward to. Game over's fine, it's mostly scripted. All in an ultimatum can be quite brutal. I said Mile High Club we're not doing, so we should get this done in 2 streams. That being said, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow as we return to Atelier Sophie 2. Till then though, take care. Bye, peace. Or the other things I usually say, because my brain just went blank after that insanity.